Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Mihai, how you doing? 7 thumbs up for going live. Love to, yeah, people do message me as well, Mihai. Like they say that they're waiting and stuff like that, and I'm like, jeez, it's crazy, crazy. Some people, and to be fair, some of my IRLs as well, they do say that they will like they'll like the stream and just leave it open in the background. You know what I mean? Which is always lovely, especially when streaming. I think that's very big when it comes to streaming. You know what I mean? Even if you can't be in the stream, just leaving the stream open does help. So I know a few of my mates definitely do that. What legends? What legends? I'm looking for challenger forwards in season. Super cheap. That's what I need help with today. Let's go. Let's go indeed. Let's go indeed. Put my thing on charge. There we go. Lovely. Yes, I need a challenger forward who is super duper cheap. Like, I'm talking. Otherwise, yeah, I mean, I don't have to get one, but I need one that's like £2 if I can. If I'm being cheeky, you know what I mean? Ouch. Ouch. What's out? Maybe Aberdeen action? Yeah, maybe. We'll have a look. Who has Aberdeen got starting for them? I don't know. I'm just gonna have a little look in this tab for us. Oh, maybe. Oh no, it's not. I'll have a look in a second. Eh, and the reason I need this is because Jonathan Rowe just is not breaking through into that Bologna team, which is really annoying because I'm surprised he's not. He doesn't look terrible. Nah, nah. Yeah, we might not be buying anyone. It was more of a like a more of like just looking to see if there's no one really that I fancy though, then I'll just probably leave it for this weekend. Do, do, do. Oh, let me remove these just to see if it does anything. 20%, 80%. Eh. Jonah? Interesting. Um, Moses Usador should help. Oh wait, Yuri Travers. No, he's contender. I'm stupid. What is Usador contender or challenger? Or both of them are contender challenger? Sorry, contender. It's early. It's early. Tio. Hmm. Yeah, these are not really that inspiring, are they? There's not much going on here. Marco. It's not terrible considering when he's starting, he's doing alright. Isidora's challenger. Shall I have a look? I've heard of him before, actually. Does he play for LS? Yeah, LAS LASK. I can't even say the name. Yeah, doesn't look terrible, does he? Just been out injured for a while. Mm, is he a? Oh, yeah, he's all right. He's all right. Is he a actual? Is he a striker or a winger? Yeah, he's a winger. Nice. Don't mind that. What was his? Did he play the wing last game? Yeah. LASK. I thought they were a little bit better than that, to be honest. Are they just underperforming? What's the situation with them? I thought they were pretty good, but clearly flipping not. Jesus. What did they do last year? I thought they were good last year. I must be tripping. Oh, unless they got promoted. Did they get promoted? Ah, okay. So I think, yeah, I don't know how the Austrian Bundesliga works, but yeah, I'm guessing they got promoted or something. I don't know. They're first in the relegation group. Okay, okay, so I must have looked at this and thought they were good when they're not. They're just the best of the bad bunch. um, Butler for WSG. I've seen him. I don't think he's that good, but I can have a double check. Yeah, I don't really. Is this the one? Yeah. Yeah, I don't really like him. I've looked at him before. I've looked at Usador as well. Usor, sorry, before as well. Bad start, yeah, huge underperformance this season. They were in Europe last year as well. Yeah, I thought they were good last year, but should we see? We'll see if Tren will do a little trade with us, maybe. I need to get rid of this card. Oscar can maybe go as well. That's £3 worth of £2. We'll do that. See, because I don't really use either of them at the moment, so we'll see if we can get a little trade off maybe. Do you know what else I was thinking about doing? Potentially getting a goalkeeper by the name of Horn, and the reason for that is because obviously he's super cheap. I do have one of the centre backs from Bochum, and I think if we buy him, we have a full starting contender team. Let me have a check. So, we're currently looking at challenger forwards because Jonathan Rowe is a bit of an L. I wonder if Usador's L15 is okay. 53. I think that's okay. 53. Contender. If we buy a contender goalkeeper, not really. I mean, we can put him in here, but Perrin will be on the bench. But Perrin should come off the bench minimum. So potentially we get a contender goalkeeper, like super cheap, literally the cheapest one we can think. I'm thinking that's what I mean. I think Horn in season is very very cheap. So I was thinking about maybe him because I don't really want a classic. If only this one was like not, you know what I mean? If only it was yeah. Probably not going to be able to get him though, are we? Santonio doesn't accept cash, does he? Unless he's... Yeah, can't accept cash. We can attempt to do a swap deal. See what that would look like. Because then two players I'm happy to throw into a trade because I don't use either of them at the moment. So, morning mate, what are you looking for? I don't need to buy anyone, Liam, but if I do, then it will be a challenger for wood. And these have to be super cheap because it's 4 rags to riches. Challenger forward and a contender goalkeeper. By the looks of things, anyway. If you need one for just one match, maybe check inside for Fenner and Gala. Mm, let's have a look. We'll have a look. We'll have a look. I don't need it to. The problem I have, Mihai, is I need a challenger forward because Jonathan Rowe is just not breaking into this Bologna team. If he broke into this Bologna team, I would have no problems. But it just seems like he's not, and it's surprising to me. It is surprising to me, but you can see here he's just not looking like he's breaking in anytime soon, which is a shame because I bought him obviously thinking he was going to start, and he's not, which is a shame. But it always it happens, right? It happens. They're bound to rotate. Rose should start. He was, but yeah, bench in Europe, and yeah, that's what I thought as well, Mihai. But it doesn't look like it. Yuri Tavares forward contender is alright. I don't need a contender forward. Well, I mean, yeah, it's the I could do with one, but um, I don't have the money to get him. I don't think. Is it this one? I'm guessing you mean this guy. Yeah, I'm not really needing him to be honest. So let me click into Challenger. Okay, so we could. To be fair, I'm happy just submitting that, and then if Rowe comes off the bench, that's fine. Because I mean, Calvin Miller's not exactly the most desirable either. So yeah, we'd need a lot anyway, so that's fine. And it is the second team anyways, so yeah, maybe we just pray Rowe comes off the bench. Contender, the third team's cooked anyway. First two are looking good. Champion doesn't matter. Okay, so I think we're and then All Star. Let me just quickly remind myself what's going on here. We have Anti Suto, who we could use. Actually, to be fair, we could use Suto. Um, we could use Suto instead of Perrin. I just think Perrin is a way better scorer. But if he's not going to be playing, he's not been doing that good, has he? Really? Yeah, maybe we put our boy in. Let me just look at the other teams real quick. Okay. Doesn't really matter, to be fair. It is a team with a DMP goalkeeper, so we'll just throw him in there for now. More likely to play, isn't he? So whack him in there. Big Suto. And then we'll put Perrin in this one. Yeah. Ooh, Sinisterra, 40%, nice. There we go. A little bit of a tactical sub there. have a look at Eredivisie one more time. Oh, long day. I've had Tavares all season, and the other fullback for that team, they're both killing it. Oh, but did I look at the wrong one? Tavares. This guy? Or are you talking about a different one? He doesn't look bad. Don't get me wrong. Are you talking about this guy as well? You've got hit these two? Damn, yeah, he looks better. Yeah, he does look decent. I like this one. He's not bad either. Damn. Both not bad, are they? Both fullbacks. £3.88. Yeah, I just don't really have that money, to be honest. I'll be honest, boys. I mean, I would maybe when I have a bit more money on the Rags to Rich, I could get maybe these ones, but just really don't have the money to do that at the moment, unfortunately. How much is this guy? Yeah, about £3 for the £6 for the pair. Definitely not bad. Just not what I need right now. Literally, all I need is a. I don't really need a challenger forward. It just would be nice, and maybe a contender goalkeeper. I probably need a contender goalkeeper more than a challenger forward, realistically, because like I said, Rowe could easily come off the bench. Pereira, God knows what's happening with him. So that's why I'm happy to use him in a trade for a contender goalkeeper because that just makes sense, right? Um, so yeah, if we can get Neto out for just someone that will start, then that would not be too bad. Like a Timo Horn or someone like that. Just because why not? Don't have much money though, so it would literally just have to be probably a case where we trade one or two players just to get him in, kind of vibe. Super cheap, probably plays for a terrible club, but yeah. And that's what I was thinking. Horn kind of makes sense because we already have a defender from Bochum in, and literally he's in that team as well. So yeah, maybe we just go for Timo Horn, even though he's not the best. I don't really know who else we could get, to be fair. Um. Oh no, I'm talking about the defender for that team, but yeah, the two fullbacks. Yeah, they look decent, Liam. I just don't need defenders. I bought myself Gahey, Henderson, and Caicedo in a straight up cash deal, rare. Didn't accept the seller. Didn't expect the seller to accept. Hello, hope all as well. Nice. Do you know what? I am so pissed, guys. Look at this morning. Obviously, I wasn't awake 4 hours ago, but look at this. I would have accepted this. Oh, how painful is that? Why would he have done that? And he actually done this trade, by the way. I just was like, so he offered everyone this swap, and I was just not quick enough. I would have done that in a heartbeat. You can fit. Oh yeah, I could fit a classic in there now if we use Suto. You are right. We could fit a classic in there because we use Suto. But do we want? I mean, like part of me is just thinking to just get an in season for the juggling in the future. Like, because the thing is, if I got this horn now, it would fix the problem this game week. But I feel like if we just get an in season, it will help us for future game weeks. It's a little bit more expensive, but I feel like it kind of allows us to be a bit more versatile in the future. So I'm not sure, not sure. Tricky to know what to do, isn't it? But yeah, we could maybe get a classic and just that. But that the only problem is if we do get a classic, that means we commit to using. That means we commit to using Conte and Karius and Suto and Horn every single game week in the same lineup. When we have some, and well, if Sinisterra actually breaks into the team, we're buzzing. But we do have some very decent classic cards. But then it would mean we either use Niall or Perrin with. That means we use Niall and Perrin with Christoph every single week as well. So it means we cannot be versatile at all. Goalkeeper and attacker would have to be that. We would have to marry them up like that every single game week, no matter what. We could do that. It's just, you know, don't know. Could do. It's definitely something to think about. I've made a few Premier League pickups this weekend or this week. Nice. Leno and Anderson. Decent. Did realise they play Bournemouth this week though. Yeah, they do. Yeah, well, I guess there'll be. How much is Anderson? Actually, without me looking, I'm not gonna look. But if in my eyes, if he's over like £7, it's probably not worth it in my eyes. But let's have a look. Yeah, I would not be paying that. I mean, he's a good scorer, don't get me wrong, but I would not be paying that personally. But fair play, hopefully he does well for you. Hopefully. This is my Premier League outfit for this weekend. For those wondering. That's a stupid trade. Why would anyone do? Yeah, I know. I know. I don't know why. I don't know why he would do that. Why would someone swap Pickford for Bruggen? I have no idea. Obviously, I would have accepted that, but I was not quick enough. Today, no? Question mark. Bournemouth play today? Yes, they do. They do play today. Anderson £6.50. Oh, nice. Yeah. I don't mind that for £6.50. It's just I was looking there and he was like £9 or whatever. Not paying that. And yeah, I think well, like I said, £7 is probably like a maximum. So yeah, you done well there, Liam. Not too bad. I dropped my lineups on Discord. Nice. Yes. Today, me. Hi. I'm going to the game later. Yeah. What do you think about my Bournemouth setup, Liam? I don't trust your midfielders, so I've whacked Sandro in there. And I've also, but I did put I put Christie and Evan Nilsson in the fourth team here with Bruno and Lewis. What do you think about that? How do you think I've spread? How do you think I've been spread this week? And I'll be honest, this week was a little bit easier than last week. I feel like I'm pretty content with these teams because in my mind, for Newcastle, there's about there's 4 positions which is tough to call. It's pretty much, well, not even really. To be honest, the only positions that's tough to call is it's going to be Lewis Hall or Sven Botman. Really hard to say if it's which one it's going to be. That's probably the hardest decision, Lewis Hall or Sven Botman, and then Alanga or Murphy. But I'm slightly leaning more towards Alanga because it's his old club and he played pretty well in the Champions League. And then the only other 50-50 really is Malik Chow and Fabian Schär. I don't know. I feel like that one though depends on Sven Botman or Lewis Hall, if that makes sense. Because I think It's so tough to say. I think if Lewis Hall plays, then we could see Burn and Shaw back in the middle together. But then if Botman plays, will be Chow with Burn out wide, if that makes sense. So it's tough to say really, but I've leaned more towards the Lewis Hall way, hence the Burn and Chow Lewis Hall. But if I put Botman in any of these teams, I would have put Shah as well. So like, say if I put Botman in this team, it makes sense for me to put Shah with Burn as well. If that makes sense, hopefully that makes sense to people. But then saying that, looking at it now, me second guessing myself, I think I prefer. No, I think. Oh, I don't know. Because now I'm thinking, if I lock this in like this, it's me confirming that I think Chow will be centre back and Burn will be left back, and I don't like Burn at left back, so I'm not sure. Part of me now wants to swap. Part of me now wants to swap Chow and Hall. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Good morning, Nathan. How you doing, mate? I don't know what we're. I don't know what's. Oh my god, I can't read. I don't know what's with Rots being set on 30 again this week. Yeah, I know. I've not included him, Mihai. I'll be interested to see if you have. I'll look at your team in a second. I've not included him, but maybe it feels weird. It feels weird not having him in there. You know what I mean? What have you guys done? If you do have Dan Rots, what have you guys done? Thank you, Mihai. Thank you for the gifted sub. I appreciate that, mate. Thank you so much. I always go for classic mids for Bournemouth. Yeah, I've just gone with Tonali. Too much risk. And yeah, no, you're not wrong. Oh yeah. I remember you saying, Liam, because you've got like Bruno and is it McAllister or someone like that? Hall will start. I don't know. You know, Mihai, I was convinced Hall will start until I heard Newcastle's press conference this morning, and Eddie Howe was not speaking too fondly on Lewis Hall, saying how he needs to get comfortable back in his body again after the injury. Doesn't really look like his form, like he's physically fit. And on top of that, I watched a Geordie review thing on YouTube yesterday, and it's three Geordies talking about Newcastle, and they were saying that Lewis Hall, when he came off the bench in the Champions League, just looked so like lacking sharpness. So it does make so in my head before I heard that I was thinking Lewis Hall was 60%, but now hearing that it makes me think like, oh, it really is a 50-50 in my mind. So I'm not sure, man. I've got him, like I said, I've got him and I've captained him in a team. Ooh. However, it's just a Division 3 team because I don't want to risk that. You know what I mean? Oh my god! What? Oh my god, Nathan, bro, what? That's mad. That's crazy, bro. Thank you so much. What the hell? Just a small token of appreciation for the hard work and the members only bid. Oh, thanks, Nathan, mate. That means so much. Thank you for the £10 super chat. I don't even remember the last time I got a super chat, so thank you, mate. Damn, that's crazy. Oh, mate, you just put this smile on my face is gonna be permanent all day, bro. Thank you, Mihai. Thank you, Nathan. I really appreciate that, guys. Absolute legends. Oh my god. You guys are too nice. I'll tell you what though, that members only video, I was dead by the end of it. So I do feel bad, a little bit bad for anyone that was nearer to the end of the video, but at the same time, um, you gotta be was it first come first, so you got to be quick, you know what I mean, in submitting your users. But yeah, I got nearer to the end of it, my voice was going, so I was like, okay, I've got to yap a little bit less. But hopefully, someone took something from it. Did say obviously took me a while to do because not only did I have to record for 2 hours, but then I had to wait for it to upload and process and all that shit. So yeah, goes without saying. Of course, it took me a while to do. So I'm glad that you guys enjoyed it. I felt like I needed to do that for the members, though. I want to do that more. It's just finding the time to do it. So yeah, you either go double defense Senesi and Truffert slash Diakite, or double forward Semenyo Evan. Yeah, yeah. Do you think Kluivert's going to start this weekend, Liam? I really want to play him. Trust me, I really do. Part of me is thinking to put him in there for Evan Nilsson in the third team. That's mad. Oh, can't get over that. Let's go, Nathan. Yeah, I've shoved Bruno Fernandes in my Div 1 side today, but I went double forward with Semenyo and Evan Nilsson rather than double defender like you. Yeah, I feel like if I don't go double defender as well, I should probably captain Semenyo, right? That's probably the choice, isn't it, Liam? It's either Senesi, Truffert and Diakite with Senesi captain, or Semenyo captain with Evan Nilsson or Kluivert. It's probably the play, isn't it? We're on the same wavelength. I think I'm just a little bit more confident in Bournemouth defensively rather than offensively. But obviously, I haven't seen every game like you have this season, so I'm only going based on statistics. You know what I mean? And statistically, they've looked very good defensively despite losing half the defense this season. The Wolves team, for anyone interested, it looks like there's been an update, so if any of you got Wolves or Brighton players, there you go. I'm just catching up on chat. I should probably move my camera. I'm going to move my camera over here again so you guys know when I'm looking at chat and when I'm looking at my monitor screen, whatever it is. October looking sharp. I know, bro. I'm telling you, Mihai, for October, I'm going to be doing turn that on so you guys can see me a bit better. For October, I'm going to try my best to just have a big month. I want October to be a big month for me, so I'm going to do lots of giveaways this month. So if you guys are new, if you're watching this and you haven't commented or whatever at the moment, make sure you do subscribe because I am going to be doing a few giveaways this month. Obviously, they're not going to be like massive, huge giveaways because I don't have much. I don't have much myself, so it's hard to actually give things away at the moment. But I am going to try my best to be giving away some bits, even if it's just small cards. Still want to do it because they'll be useful to someone, won't they? Someone will enjoy them, I'm sure. I was at the end and could tell, but I took everything on board and recognised the harm. Thank you, Nathan. Yeah, I appreciate that. I know you were nearer to the end. I did try and give you some advice, but to be honest, you have so many good players. It's really hard to say what you. I feel like your gallery is good enough to win a lot. You just need to build correctly. And well, we all do really, don't we? We all could do a bit better at building lineups. Saying that, I'm literally like giving myself a headache looking at my own lineups, you know what I mean? I built my Eredivisie without percentages and after percentages and came I built my Eredivisie without percentages and after percentages came out my teams are all different. That's what I'm trying. That's what I was saying that to a lot of people in the members only videos because I'll be interested to see if like so for I was saying to it to the people I recommended that to you can see so on my notepads like I don't just give advice and not do it myself. I don't know if my camera is going to pick it up well. Let me have a look. Let me just so on my own you can see all of these are my players and what I think they're going to score. You guys might not be able to see the numbers very well, but pretty much I've written down how good I think. So So actually, a better example will be the midweek, okay? Because it's already concluded. So here is the Newcastle team and how well I think their score is going to be, and it's pretty flippin' accurate, to be honest. The only thing I didn't anticipate really was I thought Chow was going to score a lot better, hence why I captained him. For those of you guys that don't know, here is the Newcastle boys. Let me just show you guys real quick. So this is the team I went with, and we got 21 market credits, £21 market credits, which is great. I'm happy with that. But the only things I didn't anticipate is I thought Chow was going to be the best scoring defender. He wasn't. He was actually the third best, I think. Yeah, he was the third best scoring defender. Didn't anticipate that, so fair play. But it's good to look back at these things, you know. It's good to write it down and then be like, oh, okay, maybe I overrated him a bit too much. Apart from that, everyone else scored how I thought they would score, except Botman overperformance. I would probably consider Trippier's performance a little bit of an overperformance as well. And then obviously Gordon was a massive overperformance. The rest scored how really similar to how I thought they would. And you guys will get this. If you guys write down... So what I do is I write down every player that I have in that team. Then I write roughly what score I think they're going to get. And then I'll give them a number, 1 to 3. So like, if, for example, if they're scoring over 60, I'll write 1 next to their name. So say, for example, someone that I think is going to score 60 and 70, to me they're sort of the same, they're in the same sort of bracket, which I'm okay with. And then if they score over 50, I'll put a 2 next to their name, and then if they score 40 plus, it's a 3. So, for example, for those of you guys that have Bournemouth collections, because I know Liam's in chat, I've got, for example, this game week. I don't know how correct this is going to be, by the way. This is just me planning, preparing, and then I'm going to look back to see how correct I was. But for me, so you've got Petrovic is a number 1, so that's a very good. He's on to have a good game week. Senesi and Diakite are number 1. Truffert is 2. So that's why I've done Senesi and Diakite. Then Adams, Christie, Tavernier, and Brooks are all a 3 to me. That's why I put a classic. So this is for the Bournemouth team, guys. Again, I'll probably pull it up on screen so you guys can see it. So to me, Petrovic, Senesi, and Diakite are all 1s. And Bournemouth had all 3 for midfielders, so I was like, okay, I'm going to put someone else in there. And then for attackers, Semenyo was a 2, Evan Nilsson was a 3, and Kluivert's a 3, but that's only because we don't know if he's going to play. So, with that information, I put Semenyo as 2, Semenyo goes in there. And then for Tonali, he's a 1, so makes sense to put him in there. So hopefully you guys are doing similar things to me when it comes to building and stuff like that, like preparing, you know, and seeing how well you do before and after game weeks and stuff. Not sure I'll be here for long. Got to sort out a surprise for my. Ah, nice, Nathan. Hopefully you have a good night tonight, eh? Love that, mate. I think he will. Yeah, I don't know why he's on 40%. Yeah, so Liam, that's the only bad thing about my predictions of scores is a lot of it will be largely down to the percentage of them starting, if that makes sense. And obviously, Kluivert is considered a 3 in my metric because he's not starting. If he started, maybe he'd be more like 2-1 region, I would assume. Just a small message to say that I really like your video as a French. Oh, nice, nice, Thibaut. I hope you will play Ligue 1 one day. Maybe, Thibaut, maybe. Appreciate the message though. I know it took me a while to read that out, but it's because I was going off on my own little tangent. But yeah. Rots and Bruelm, my main concern. Yes, Bruelm might rotate as well. You're not wrong, Mihai. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of in my my second team anyway, so it's not the end of the world, I guess. Do you think I should change anything with these, Mihai? I'm gonna have a look at yours as well. Let me pull up yours. I'm set for this weekend. Built my Prem teams without percentages. Oh shit, one sec. Discord. Lineups. Pop that full screen there. Built my Premier League teams without percentages and only a few players are 70, but I'm not changing it. Oh wow, I'm not changing it. Okay, that's interesting. I will recommend anyone that's in this chat now. I recommend to. I'm not saying to change your entire lineups because obviously I don't want to be the reason that you do badly, but maybe write in your notes what like this is what I said to a lot of the members in the members only videos. Write in your notes what you would have done without percentages. Then do whatever you want with percentages. But then you can look after the game week and see like, oh, are these percentages helping me? I don't know. Sometimes I feel like they are a bit counterproductive sometimes. Don't get me wrong, I like going on Sorare Inside to see the teams, but I don't like it being on Sorare. I wish there was a way to turn them off on Sorare, personally, because I feel like they dictate my decision making too much. And I'm sure that a lot of other people might be feeling the same way, you know. When you see a big red 40%, it makes you think, oh, maybe I shouldn't be playing him. Like Kluivert for me last game week, for those of you guys that were in here, I didn't want to start him because he was 40%, and then he played. Granted, he didn't play that well, but still, if Kluivert scored last game week, I would have been gutted, you know. And that's just because I trusted someone else's instinct rather than my own. And when it comes to Premier League, so this what I will say, guys, is when it comes to every other league, I think they're good. The percentages are good, but when it comes to Premier League, I wish I just didn't have the percentages for the Premier League. You know what I mean? Because obviously other leagues I'm not as knowledgeable on. So I have a keeper DMP for my second Ligue 1 team. I'm not too fussed to buy another one. I think the metric is different depending on the gallery size, in my opinion, because I have a lot. Yep. So I would. Wait. So I would have a lot of ones, if that makes sense. I could have misunderstood that completely. Not necessarily, Nathan. I think it depends. So I will say my metric is maybe I didn't do a good job of explaining my metric, because the thing is I how do I explain this? My metric works in my head, but I would say it doesn't work for everybody, if that makes sense. Like the way I do my notes and things like that is going to be completely different to how you would do it. So like your like my metric for you, Nathan, might not work, but your own metric of your own gallery might work better. So if I was you, Nathan, I might do 1 to 5, for example. I'm not saying you have to do that either. I'm just like saying what I do. You could literally just make it super simple and just go with, like, because I've probably overcomplicated it with all the numbers. Like, if you just put, like, say, even if you've done a list, like, say, for example, you've got a Chelsea gallery and you just done goalkeeper, right? Your goalkeeper, obviously, Sanchez. But then maybe you do defenders and you just put the list of, like, who do you think is going to be the best performing defender to the worst performing defender? Do you know what I mean? So, like, say for example, I don't know, you think Cucurella is going to be a best scorer, then Reece James, then whoever it is, Tosin or whatever. I don't even know if he's injured, but you get my picture. And then after the weekend, you can look back and be like, oh, my order is so right, or my order is so wrong, and then you can use that to help you in the future, because then you can know, like, say for example, if you do that 2 or 3 weeks in a row and you look every single time and in every single time you've got it wrong, then that tells you a lot. You know what I mean? That tells you, okay, I should probably not trust my gut so much. I should probably look at data a bit more when it comes to Chelsea defenders, for example. Do you know what I mean? I will say though, it's a lot of extra work for something that is quite, you know what I mean, it does take a little bit of the fun out of Sorare, because the whole point of Sorare is to have a little bit of fun and play with players that you think are good. But if you're really trying to improve and really trying to hit them top spots, you've got to do things like that just to go the extra mile. You know what I mean? Because if you don't, there'll be someone else that does. You know what I mean? All right, Mihai. We've got DMP goalkeeper in Division 3. Going to Division 2 might be a bit tough with a DMP goalkeeper in Division 2. Maybe Mihai, if you have a Division 3 rare under 23, might be better to put in that division if you've got a DMP goalkeeper. Or you might be using all the slots anyway, though. We've got. Yeah, nice. I like the captain choice as well. He's very good, isn't he? Adam as well. X hate Hamburg. Love that. Yeah, nice. Nice. MLS, MLS. Nice. Then we've got. Oh, you've gone with the captain, Damrots. A little bit risky, but why not? Robin. Yeah. Yeah, that one's a bit tough, but it's Division 3 to be fair. Then we've got. Yeah, it's hard to say with Eredivisie. I guess it may. Well, you're hoping that if you do get. There's probably going to be a DMP somewhere, isn't there? Just hopefully it's in the worst team and not the good team. Really hard to say, of course, before the game week. And then we've got 20 defense. Sven's a bit of a heater. Hopefully he doesn't rotate. Bruhelm. Yeah, I mean, who is? Oh, sorry, I can't. Oh, right, yeah, the forward, the striker, right? Didn't he score two yesterday? Pretty good. Bruhelm, Dean, Rams, the Booser. Yeah, nice. Maybe no. Mm. The only thing I might do, Mihai, would be maybe putting maybe triple defender for 20 because they're playing not a very good team at home, so they're quite likely to get a clean sheet. So maybe we could put. I mean, up to you, but maybe Milan Schmidt could make way for a 20 defender potentially. Up to you, but that's a choice you could do. I know you would lose out the 2%, but nice. And that's all of them there. Nathan. I seem to have a problem for all my in-season Prem mids. Both Bournemouth and United don't have locked midfielders other than Adams and Bruno Fernandes. Yeah, Bruno hopefully turns the season around. It does give you the type of. It does give you the type of. Bruno gives you the idea of, he makes you think that he's given up at Man U and he just wants to move. This season, it gives that vibe. But hopefully Christie comes back and cooks for you. Kills me every week. Yeah. Well, at least if Christie starts this game week, Liam, then he should be good for the future. I sold my Bruno Fernandes. I lost full hope in that guy. Yeah, I think he just doesn't care about Man U anymore. Well, from the outside looking in, I'm not a Man U fan, nor do I watch many of their games, so I don't know that for a fact. It's just, yeah, from the outside looking in, that's what it feels like. Nathan is still scoring 60, 70, even in the United. He's inevitable. This season, Liam? Is he doing that this season? Fair play if he is. Hey, what's up? How you doing, Theo? Liam, as a non-United fan, yeah, can't support it. Yeah, I'm the same as Nathan, I think. Just outside looking in. Hoping for a good win of Strasbourg against Angers for a possible podium. Damn. Go on, boy. Go on, Theo. I believe, I believe. My classic mids are Bruno or McAllister, and McAllister's been awful at scoring this season, so I don't have much choice really but to play Bruno every week. Yeah, I mean they're playing Sunderland, right? This game week, so you flipping hope. I mean, I'd probably be giving the armband to Bruno this game week, because if he doesn't do it this game week, when is he ever gonna fucking do it? If that's my mindset anyway, Liam. If it's me, I'm giving Bruno the armband this game week, and I'm saying, look, motherfucker, this is your last chance. Either go and score me 70 plus, or you're out my gallery. And if he does shit, he's gone. Get to Tonali. Happy days. This is a must-win for United, and Bruno should do better at home. Exactly. That's my thought process anyway. But what do I know? You know, I'm just a dude. I'm just a guy. I'm just a dude. So we've got Senesi Petrovic. Love it. They're both ones in my metric, so they should do well. Tonali's a one as well, so there you go. Gyökeres and Caicedo, nice, nice. How do we feel? How do we feel, chat, about Nathan's captain choice? Caicedo, is he a good captain? I don't know. I'm actually gonna have a look because it might like okay without the stats, without the stats or numbers. To me, Caicedo seems like an odd. Oh no, that's not how you spell his first name. That seems like an odd captain choice. 9Es, 8Es. But that's with a decisive. Oh, this one without a decisive. Damn, that's impressive. 45. Looks like against the good team, 36, 21. Who would you consider Benfica? Benfica's a good team, but they are at home. Brighton not so much. Man U not a good team. So Bayern a good team. Away from home though, bad score. Argentina, obviously good. But is this at home? It is. So home against a good team. He's only scored 36. And then let's take another sample. Should we say we'll just say Newcastle away from home. Let's have a look at just home. Okay, so he scored 92 against Tottenham. That's a good, really good score. 85 against Liverpool, but these are both with decisives. Yeah, I don't know. He's an alright captain. I mean, if he gets a decisive, he's gonna score unreal, isn't he? Just seems like a bit of an odd captain in that team to me. But these are good games, aren't they? These are last season, of course, but still. They're good performances. Against two, like, I wouldn't consider Newcastle and Palace top teams, but they're like, you know what I mean? Top teams to me is like the Arsenal, Man City, and Liverpool because they're the ones there that are more like. So when you look at Chelsea versus Liverpool, most people that aren't Chelsea fans or Liverpool fans would give the edge to Liverpool. Arsenal Chelsea is really tough to call. So again, you would say it's a tough game. Man City Chelsea again, bit of a 50-50. Whereas Palace Newcastle, most people would give the edge to Chelsea. So I'm trying to look at games where they don't have the edge, and like Arsenal 58 is okay. It's not like captain good though. Man City 44, not great. Yeah, I don't know. Just seems like if he gets a decisive, he's going to score well, obviously. But I don't know. Against Liverpool, it's going to be a tough one. Hopefully he does well for you though. Hopefully he does well. I don't I like having him in the team. I just don't know if it's armband level. Um, Especially looking at your four other players in my mind. I think I'd rather have the armband on anyone else in that team. I don't know about you guys. Um, but I think I would rather have anyone else armband in that team. But my captain choices have been pretty poor, so maybe don't listen to me. Oh, do you know what, Nathan? Hold me to this. Next game week, no. Yeah. No, well, whenever the next stream is, Nathan, tell me how wrong I was about the captain of Caicedo in that team. Because I wanna be my own harshest critic as well. Sorry, I just hit my headset. I want to also review my own choices, and I think my weakness at the minute is captain choices. So I'll be interested to see if I can do a good job of picking someone else's captain rather than my own. So let me know. I would say don't change it. Do your thing, Nathan. But please, if you remember, remind me how bad my captain choice was. Because in my eyes, I'm captaining anyone else. Saying that Sunderland are fourth in the league, they must be licking their lips at United. Yeah, to be fair, you're not wrong. 20 ACS, 20 clean sheet is mythical. I know, Mihai. We can only dream. Yeah, bar last game week, he has still been scoring 60 plus even though. Wow, fair enough. Didn't know that, Liam. Hats off to him. Sorry, I'm feeding my baby. Can't talk. Oh, damn. How is the little one coming along, Mihai? Now Caicedo is mega. Maybe not against Liverpool. Yeah, that was my point, Liam. I know Caicedo is good. Don't take it the wrong way, guys. I know Caicedo is a good player. Don't take it wrong. And I do think he's good enough to be in this team. I just don't know if he would be captain against Liverpool. That was the point I was making. I'd rather captain him over Yok. I fancy our chances against Liverpool. Yeah, don't. I mean, like I said, I think I'd rather have anyone other than I wouldn't even be opposed to a Senesi or a Tonali or a Petrovic captain. That's what I'm saying. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, you do your thing, but all I'm saying is after this game week, please let me know how that went on. Because Nathan, if this is what I'm saying, Nathan, if Caicedo was the best captain in that team, I want you to pick my captain every flipping game week, bro. Because you got the vision. Hello, Mike. How you doing? I doubled down on United stack this game week. Anyone? Anyway, and bought in Embuemo. Go on, son. Reckon he might be on pens after Bruno missed two. I don't think he will be, but I like Embuemo, so regardless, decent purchase. I haven't seen him at United yet, but I mean he was so good at Brentford, wasn't he? So Verbruggen, Van Heck, Teji, Salah, Semenyo. Wow, monster team. Yeah, really like that second team, Nathan. Really like that second team. Mamard, Van Dijk, Erdegaard, Voltemade, Gehi. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I like it. Maybe. Nah, I like that. I like that. Then we've got Pope, Trippier, Gravenberch, Gakpo, Anthony captain. I'm not a massive fan of the captain choice again. I like Anthony. I think he's a good baller. I'm just not too sure on captain. Although he has been getting decisives pretty frequently. So hopefully he does well. But again, I think if it was me, maybe it's my Newcastle bias, but I probably would give it to Trippier in this one. Again, let me know how that one does, Nathan. Because I want to keep note of that to see. Because if it was me, I would put Trippier captain, and then the first team I probably would have given it to. I probably would have given it to Sandro. So let me know who was better, me or you, Nathan. Because if Caicedo does better than Tonali, and Anthony does better than Trippier, then I want you to be picking my captains next game week. um, I'm sorry for you, mate, Theodore, but Strasbourg don't have Emenga, don't know how you say his name, and Pancinini come back from injuries, and Angers is a pretty underrated team with a really good defense. Not sure they'll win. Oh, we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. Up the Strasbourg. Then we've got Ligue 1. These are some Ligue 1 teams for those French fans in there. Vitinha, Zabani, Mike Penders, nice. Some Nice boys in there. Jonathan Cloud. Yeah, okay, so the goalkeeper probably not playing, although there's a chance. Damn, that team is so good. That second team, isn't it? I don't know. I don't know if I think I'll just be buying another goalkeeper, Nathan. But obviously, yeah. Actually, nah. To be fair, oh, I don't know. Tough, isn't it? What a baller he has been, by the way. Pedri, Mbappe, Albert. I love that first team. Oh, Lenormand has been such a letdown so far at Atleti. I know he done well the other day. Well, he's actually, I know most recently he's actually scored a few, hasn't he? But generally speaking, I thought he was going to go on to be like so good when he moved there. I thought he was going to be so good, but he just at the minute is striking me as a bit of a player. But I think that's because my expectation of him was so high that now he's performing just decent. He's not what I thought he was going to be. Anthony De Jong, yeah, nice, good team. Should win something, eh? Should win something. Eredivisie, or want to be vehement? Yeah, I mean, enough said really. First team. Kovar Junior, nice. Klassen's, yeah. I mean, Ajax haven't been the best, have they? Yeah, I mean, Boss is a bit of a beast. If he's playing, he's scoring unreal. Um, yeah, I mean, you just hope Boss plays because he's a bit of a baller, and he serious baller. Nice lineups, Nathan. Should do well. Yeah, just let me know how them captain choices play out for you, mate. Because I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. Because my captain choices, what have I gone with? I've gone with Waltmade, Senesi, Nick Pope. I mean, the third team is kind of cooked. Who would you guys give the armband to in this team? Bruno? Bruno's probably a better captain than Hall, isn't he? What am I doing? I'm interested though, chat. Who would you give the armband to in this one, chat? Um, we had this debate last week with the Van Dijk Salah captain. They both scored bad. Yeah, who did I put? I think I put Salah right, and he did score bad. You are right. So did you pick Van Dijk? So I'm guessing that you were better last week, but they were both shit, weren't they? So who was actually the better pick though, Nathan? Like, because you know how we both went. Well, actually, I think you didn't even have either of them, did you? So you might have been on to something last week. Let's have a look. Wait, am I in the wrong game week? Is it 13? It was 13. Um, I'll tell you what though, Nathan, I will take credit for the Senesi captain. But where is the Salah squad? Here it is. So I think you had it on Grealish, didn't you? Before I said anything, and then you were gonna put it on Van Dijk, and I just completely cooked you. Right? Am I right? I completely cooked you there, because I think it was on Grealish, no? So I've absolutely cooked your team there. You're welcome. Am I right there, or did you have it on someone else? I mean, to be fair, even with the Grealish captain, the team was cooked, but still could have done slightly better, eh? Um, I hope I am wrong and you do a podium. Yeah, I hope someone in this chat gets a flipping podium. Every Anthony goal has come from home this season. Villa stink. Damn, controversial. Yeah, no, true actually. Anthony is a baller. I know he's a baller. Sounds like a deal. Yeah, Nathan. Actually, that's. Do you know what, Nathan? I'll do a deal with you. If Caicedo's actually, oh, do I want to do that? Do I want to do that? Actually, let me re. Yeah, if Anthony scores better than Trippier this game week, you can pick all my captains next game week. um, Moreira is really good. I've not actually heard of him. Let me have a look. Nope. Okay, we're just forever stuck. Okay. Strasbourg? Oh, the defender. Is it? Oh no, he's not a defender. I thought he was a fullback. I'm trolling. Oh, he's a winger. Damn. Okay. Some reason I thought he was a fullback. Hey, he does look pretty decent, doesn't he? How much is he? 15 quid. Ooh, it's a little bit steep. Youngster though. Hey, could be a boy one day. Could be looking at the next Mbappe. Or not even. Where's he from? Belgium. Next Hazard right here. Annoyed I sold my Yamal to buy my GFA bag. I'm guessing that she wanted. I didn't want to spend my actual money, so hopefully he's back. Bad last game week. Yeah, I think everyone had a pretty poor last game week, Nathan. So you're not the only one, mate. Seen James Garner scored this season. Wait, scores this season for Everton. Yeah, he was £4 in season a month ago. Now he's like 25. Yeah, I mean, I'm just not massive. I've seen him. I know he's a good scorer this season. I just not a massive fan personally. Honestly, would this is probably the purchase that I would. This would be the last card I buy on Sorare. Honestly, for 25 quid, you gotta be fucking like, yeah. Nah, I'd rather. Honestly, uh, I could think of. I could probably on the spot think of like 10 players I'd rather have than James Garner right now. Do you know, I'm going to quickly go through it. Look, don't get me wrong, I know he's been scoring good, but just for his price alone, okay, we've seen there his cheapest is £18. I'm going to list all the players I'd rather have than him. I'd rather have McAllister, obviously. I'd rather have Bruno, obviously. That's two. Kamada's up for debate, but I'll probably prefer Garner based on his recent form. Matoma I'd rather have, even though he's not on to start, still rather. No, in the long run, I'd rather have Matoma. Uh, Zubimendi, I'd way rather have him, although he's actually not got a price here. So is he? Yeah, he's under 18 quid. Much rather have Zubimendi. Midweek utility as well. That's straight off the bat four I'd rather have. Wharton I'd rather have. That's five. Gibbs White I'd rather have. That's six. Honestly, nah, maybe not. I'd rather have Rogers. That's seven. Belieber, probably Belieber as well. That's eight. Do you know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong, good player, but there's just in my eyes anyway. You don't have to agree with me, but in my eyes, there is a lot better for that price. um, it was it was Grealish, but the lineup was dead, so it's okay. Yeah, yeah, I hear that. I hear that. I feel like, as well, I will say though, Nathan, um, a lot of my captain choices come down to like best case scenario, if that makes sense. What the skib? Nah. What is she doing? Let me go beat her up real quick. What the hell? Nah, she's trolling. She's trolling. Someone go sort her out real quick. What the hell? 5 gifted. Thank you so much, Abby. Appreciate that. What is with everyone today? Mihai gifting a sub. Abby gifting 5 because she's crazy. Nathan with the super chat. Mad day, man. Honestly. Thank you guys so much. I got Garner for 5. Yeah, I mean, if you got him for £5, buzzing. Big deal, I'm on. Anyone in here know anything about the Go Ahead Eagles and can tell me if and when Advancing is back again? I have no idea. Sorry, Maurice. Hopefully, someone in here. I think Mihai might know a bit, but I think he's feeding his baby at the moment, so he can't reply to you. Thank you, Abby, for gifting 5 members. Appreciate that. What a legend. I actually don't know if I might be able to gift a few actually today, as it's a new month. Let me have a look. Should I see if I can give out some memberships today? Is it people's lucky days? Yes, it is. If you're in chat right now, you might be able to get blessed with a little membership. There we go. Hey, seen as everyone's gifting out members, I might as well join the club, gift out some members. Here we go. There we land. I'll join the party. There you go. Congratulations. If any of you got a membership today, throw yourself a party. Thank you, Abby. Thank you, Nathan. Thank you, Mihai, for all the support on the channel. Thank you so much. I'm off for the day. Good luck for the game week, everyone. I'll be back. Yeah, have a good one, Nathan. Let me know how you get on, mate. Let me know how you get on. Need your guys' help. I don't know who to pick for the 5th player between Doohy and Maria. Afternoon. How you doing, Nemesis? No, oh my god, I can't even say your name. Nemesis, how you doing, mate? Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having a good day. You're a madman, Nathan. Oh, thank you so much, mate. I hope you and your bird have a great anniversary, mate. Let me know how them captains get on for you this weekend. Hopefully you win big, cause yeah, you deserve it, mate. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, mate. Thank you, thank you. Advancing injured. No time scale of when he's been. Oh, there you go. Thank you, Mike, for the information. There you go. Thank you. I might put Margaret in for this weekend. Yeah. Oh, I did used to have that Go Ahead Eagles player, Margaret or whatever he's called, but I sold him. Thank you, Nathan, mate. Oh my god, what a mad day. Mental day. Anyone that, like, yeah, mad. I don't even know I can't even, my words can't even leave my mouth at the moment. Mental. Who would I rather have? Ooh, I know, yeah, he's been a bit rough since he's been back from injury, isn't it? This choice would probably just be down to how likely are Strasbourg to concede, as opposed to not. 46%, pretty decent. I think I would rather have Diego. Just because Doué's not done it really since being back from injury, although he has only started 1 game. But I think I would rather have Diego. Personally, I'd rather have Diego. But, yeah. Let me know in chat if you have an opinion. Who would you prefer? Diego or Doué? Dooby dooby dooby. Oi oi oi. Ooh, Duro has dropped down to 40%. Does that mean Rabba's moved up a percentage at all? No, he has not. Who's in there now then for La Liga? Let's have a little look. La Liga, La Liga, La Liga. Where are we? La Liga. Valencia. Doué is a defender, and I don't see Strasbourg conceding. But then on the other hand, Morea was a good carry that. No, Doué is really good. I know he's good. I know he's good. Don't worry. Actually, looking forward to the international breaks now. Really like the daily missions they do. Yeah. Do you know what, Nathan? How do I even Nathan and Liam are like they literally couldn't be any more different. Oh my god. How 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 does that even happen? Oh man, I need to wait one sec. Let me just walk that one off. Oh. All right. Let's try that one again. Okay, rewind. Actually, looking forward to the international breaks now. Really like the daily missions they do. You know what, Liam? I agree, man. The daily missions that Sorare are doing are fantastic, aren't they? Speaking of daily missions, if those of you guys haven't done them today, I recommend going and punting a few in, because why not? I think I've done... Who have I got in? Semenyo. Maybe I should whack Petrovic in there. Kind of tempted. Kadri. I've actually got three really good ones. I've got the Trabzonspor midfielder, and then I've got Kadri for Ghent. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to keep them. I like that. I like that. I like that. As I said, really close. So I'll go Douay. There you go. Douay may be the one. Got Barco as well, and prefer to have cream for the goal as well. Stressful person, Maury. The guy said for Valencia, they're basically no clue who's gonna play. Really? Oh, Beltran. Damn. Yeah, it doesn't. To be fair, Liam, doesn't matter too much because I've got Duro in my third team. So, um, in fairness, it doesn't. I mean, I anticipate the third team. I mean, look, he's in with Barca versus Sevilla, so not really like it. But the third and fourth team are really cooked anyway. To be honest, just praying that the first two teams can get something over the line. Although saying that, looking at it, I'm debating whether to just put in-season Odi Aziz and Lo Celso in the second team. Although because Lo Celso is just, ugh, you know what I mean? I feel like he's wasted in that team. He's just cooking, and he is just cooking. Whereas Malaria, yeah, you know what? I'm actually gonna do that. Honestly, I'm just gonna do that. Aziz, in you go. Lo Celso, Bosh. I'm way more confident in that team than this one. So there we go. There we land, and who? Yeah, you know what? Yeah, Romero can just get the armband because why not? Think that's a bit better, anyways, isn't it? Thoughts. Um, I have Gaia and Rojo in my D1 team, and just pray they both start. Good luck, Liam. My La Liga D1 team got killed last week because that Valencia game got put. Yeah, I know, bro. Look, Did you see what happened to me, bro? Look what happened to me, guys. Look at me, look at me. Uh, thoughts, guys, thoughts. I got relegated for this. Brother. Yeah, it's not what you want, is it? Not what you want. Not what you want. Strasbourg also will also maybe play farther at the back. So he has played wing back. Oh, that's where I've seen him. I've seen him at wing back before, I swear. Yeah, I don't know. I believe should do a great game. Barco is actually the best Strasbourg player. I'm sure Premier League will take. Yeah, Barco is cooking. I know. Wasn't he? I thought he was on loan from Brighton. Wasn't Barco at Brighton at one point? Or am I tripping? Yeah, he's wait. So he was on loan at Brighton? Back from loan. No, he is a Brighton player. No. But picking Douay is the right choice. I probably would. Odi Aziz will at least be busy, so. Yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah, Odi Aziz. Yeah, he might be a bit busy. Don't know. Not sure though. Yeah, and that is better though, isn't it? That is better. All right, let me just cycle through my teams real quick. Premier League. I'm happy with this. I'm happy with this because Trippier. The only one I'm not happy really is Trippier, but he's the only one in my mind that is like nailed. Burn and Trippier are nailed, but Burn playing at left back, I'm okay, thanks. Then the Bournemouth team with Tonali differential, happy with that. Pope, Burn, Bruno. Yeah, Alanga and Chow is a 50-50, but sometimes you got to take a bit of risk. Dubravka Hall is honestly 50-50. Christie I'm happy with. Evan Nilsson, Bruno. There we go. Yeah, I think the third team is pretty cooked, but it's Division 3, so I'm not really, I'm not wasting too much of my breath on it. And then we've got La Liga. I'm pretty happy with that. I don't have any other forwards to potentially move Duro out anyways, so yeah, the only thing I'm looking at is maybe the Osasuna defender here is a little bit, yeah. But we don't really have anyone else that, yeah, no one else really that could go there that makes sense. Then JPL, I love JPL. This is why I love JPL, because just every single game week I come in here and they're all just beautiful, and they're all just doing what I want them to do, and I just love every single one of them. Eredivisie is like opposite of that and never does well, and I hate it. Challenger, Jonathan Rowe, it's a little bit of a mess, but we don't have any other forwards. Contender, could do with a goalkeeper, but yeah, I might still get a goalkeeper to be fair. Champion, we're not too bothered about. I feel like maybe Kluivert goes into this one rather than Adams potentially, because yeah, that makes more sense actually. Let me just do that quick. Kluivert, and the thought process there is that Kluivert and Tavernier starting is probably a little bit. Do we even have another forward? Today's gonna be the day that we're throwing all back to you. Wilson, not really. Alright, so we'll switch it back then. So we don't really have many forwards to choose from. There we land. The word is on the street that the fire in your heart is out. And then we've got. Yeah, I don't really care about that team. Don't really care about that team either. Bit of XP. Under 23 team. Bit of XP. Arena. Ooh. Yeah, I'm happy with them arena teams. Hopefully we just yield a net positive in arena. That's the goal there for arena. Just try and earn more than we will lose with a 200 essence um, expenditure. And then this team is cooked, but could actually weirdly get some essence if we get lucky. Because I think Anel is on for a decent game. These two could easily play. So weirdly, this all-star team could actually get essence. And even a world where the goalkeeper potentially starts as well, being subbed on in the last game. So yeah, and I do believe I have some card reveals to do. I'm not gonna do. I don't even know. Let me just see how many I have. Warlison, proper, and that's it. Okay, we'll do that. We'll do that in a bit. What else? Oh yeah, I'm gonna check XP because we do have a little bit XP to spend. So let's see if we can level up any of the boyos before we go into the game week. Not sure you play wing back lock. No, it's NC. So would you back Watkins versus Burnley at Burnley or Sarr versus Everton? If we're talking about to be honest, Rob, I personally would prefer Sarr, but obviously if Watkins scores, he is the better pick, and it is a more favourable matchup. But you pretty much the question you have to ask yourself there, Rob, is do you think Watkins is gonna score? If you don't think he's gonna score, then put Sarr. If you do think he's gonna score, then obviously put him. Enciso is on loan from Brighton. Yeah. On loan from Brighton? I think he's on loan from Chelsea. Thibaut. He's on loan from Chelsea, I believe, Enciso. It says Watkins is 70%, but not sure. Oh, yeah. Yeah, still says 70 for Watkins. What? Wait, this guy? What? I know. Don't get me wrong. I know Rogers having a bad season, but what the fuck is he on about? Man, Rogers is like their best player. Bro's asking for him to get dropped. That's crazy. Crazy behavior. Yeah. Doesn't really say anything about Watkins, so I assume it would just be a rest if he doesn't play. I'm pretty sure he will be playing though, to be honest with you, Rob. Get yourself a Steve Nigura. Let's have a look. Nigura. Oh my god, £6. Why are we paying £6 for him? £7? Is he young, I'm guessing? 20, yeah. Makes sense. Run fast for you, run fast for you. I mean, I have Cercle Bruges. I just think they're better defensively than offensively. I don't really. Do I have a room for a classic card? Probably not. Let's have a look. JPL. I mean, to be honest with you, Mike, I don't doubt that he's a good player, but I think JPL has just been cooking for me recently. Just not really feeling the need to improve it, and I can't. Oh, the classic card it would replace would be Rob, but Rob's in the third team anyways because he's not going to replace Kadri, and he's not going to. Well, obviously can't replace the goalkeeper, can he? Unless we put the in season, like we swap the goalkeepers and then put him in. But then we lose the 2%, so we only have a 4% team. Yeah, I'm just not going to do that, but he didn't look that bad, to be fair. If I could afford the in-season, if I could afford the yeah, if I could afford the in-season, then I probably would, to be honest. He didn't look that bad, to be fair. 44 L15 as well is always nice. Yeah, he looks decent. Just not £6 decent. Maybe like £3 or £4. Maybe his price will go down. Hopefully. Has he ever been at that price? Yeah, he has been. Yeah, do you know what? Yeah, at £3 I probably would, to be fair. £3 something, £4 maybe. £6 I'm not really too not too keen on that one personally. That does remind me that I probably should change my prices of my players because they probably have gone down. £32. Where are they? Cards on sale. I've seen a fair few. I've seen a fair few Villa fans say Rodgers should be dropped. Funny guy. I've also seen a fair few Newcastle fans say that Eddie Howe should be sacked. Says a lot, really, doesn't it, Rob? No, I mean. £2.50. Lewis Hall's fine. I'm going to keep him up high because I think at some point he'll be that price. Hopefully. I mean, I don't know that for a fact. I'm just hoping he will. Maybe a tenner. Maybe 13 is a little bit high, but oh well. Oh well. If he plays this weekend, gets 70, could easily go to £6-7. Then we just need a couple of starts after that. Who knows? What was I gonna check? Oh, I was about to check something. Oh no, I was gonna do my XP, wasn't I? Let me make sure I do that. To be fair, I don't think I can use my XP on anyone, but might as well double check. So can't do Pope, can't do that. No, they're all on cooldown, so can't use it for them. Petrovic, oh, we're 750 off Petrovic. Oh, we're close, but we can't get Petrovic. Oh, that's sad. The Paprika, no. Ooh, Evan Nilsson's close as well. Damn, can't do it to any of them. Not really too bothered about using it for these lot either. I'm just gonna save the XP. Rags to riches stuff doesn't make sense to use XP because the lineups are always just so random anyway that XP doesn't really matter too much. Both should happen. SAFC is that? What team is that? It's not Sunderland, is it? No. What is that? What team is that, Rob? SAFC. I don't know. I can't even think of a team that is. Let me know. Let me know. Southampton? Nah, I'm sure it's not that. Sutton? Sutton Athletic? Maybe? Um. All right, I think we're locked in. Um, could put Truffet in here, but la, 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 oh, decisions. I think I'm just gonna leave it. I think I'm just gonna leave it how it is. The armbands are alright as well. Alright, boys. I think I'm gonna shoot off for today because unless anyone else has any other teams they want me to check out or anything like that, I'll do a quick run through on Sorare Inside to see if there's any updates. But I don't think there's not really much changes on my end, so I think I'm pretty much locked in with how everything is. I don't think I want to change anything else, so probably leave it like that. Let's have a quick look to see if there's any updates on the inside. Premier League, 23 minutes. Oh, Newcastle have been updated. What's happened there then? We've got update, no fresh injuries. Wissa has suffered a setback. That's not good. Ramsey ahead of schedule and could be in the squad this weekend. Yeah, he's not going to start though, is he? So, do I agree with this? Yes. I think some of the percentages are a bit low, but um, Burn is probably a bit higher for me. But yeah, interesting. No changes really. I mean, compared to mine, where's mine? What do we have different? I have Walt made higher. I have Gordon higher. I have the midfield or Joe Linton higher. Yeah, Burn is pretty much 90% for me, either left back or centre back. Yeah, similar. I just have a bit more decisiveness on my one. Um, and then Chelsea. Stavia. Buenanotte on start. Go on, boy. Rich James, Josh, Estaviao. Nice. Isak on to start. Wolverhampton change. Ooh, Larson back. Nice. Do you know what I should probably do? I should probably have a quick check of my FPL as well. Might be a good idea. Because we had a stinker last week. 40 points is a stinker. Where did we go horribly wrong? It was, yeah, probably the Tottenham defence. So I did use my wild card this week because I was not happy with my team. And now we've got Petrovic, Vicario, I'm happy with them too. Senesi, Yehi, Van Dijk, Romero, Van der Ven, Semenyo, Sella, Gravenberch, Tonali, Stach, Foster, Haaland, Walmade. So essentially, we're taking the hit on Stach and Foster to allow us to have Salah and Haaland. I don't hate that. Gravenberch is probably a little less desirable as well. But it means my team does look like this for game week 7. Vicario, Van Dijk. Yeah, I'm happy with the triple Spurs defense against Leeds. Gehi, Senesi, Tonali, Semenyo, Salah, well made. Haaland, not too bad, eh? Not too bad. Yeah, Sunderland are so Rob. Fair enough. That's why you want Eddie Howe out, eh? Good luck this game week, mate. Thank you, Sheffy. I appreciate that, mate. Although saying that, Sunderland have been pretty good this season, surprising me. Surprising me. You reckon you got what it takes to beat Man U? Oh, tough to say, isn't it? Probably a draw. Probably a draw. I think Sunderland will take that as well, to be fair. As a Sunderland fan, would you take that, Rob? Would you be happy with a draw? Who knows? Yeah, I don't know. I think probably 1-1. If I'm from a neutral. I mean, if I was to guess every game, I'd probably go 2-0 Newcastle, 3-1 Liverpool. Tough. Probably 2-0 Brighton. Probably a draw, 1-1 Everton Palace. Probably I want to say maybe like 2-0 Villa. Probably like 4-0 Man City or 4-1 Man City. Probably 4-0 Man City. Then probably 2-1 Spurs. Maybe 3-1 Arsenal, 4-1 Arsenal, that type of vibe. Probably 1-1 in that game. And then Bournemouth. Bournemouth Fulham's a weird one. I could really see any result in that game, in my opinion. I would assume Bournemouth will win, but honestly, if you told me Fulham were going to win, I would be like, I could probably see that happening as well. I could also see a draw. Kind of hard to call that game. Defo any point away from home is a good one. Very true. Very true. Very true. I mean, to be fair, Sunderland have been flying, haven't they? So, who have they got after United? That should be. You should definitely be getting. So, I guess if you got 3 points in the next 2 games, you'd probably be happy. Ideally, 4 points. Should be. If you got 3 points out of them 2 fixtures, though, you're probably staying up. Should be staying up this season anyway. Off to a great start. That's going to be a tough one. Probably not going to get any points there. Might be able to scrape a draw, but probably unlikely. I guess if you say like Man U and Chelsea, if you can get 1 point from them two, it's probably the ideal situation. Tough game as well against Everton. Tough game against Arsenal. Quite tough against Fulham as well. Yeah, I mean every game in the Premier is tough, isn't it? Realistically. Oh, damn. Be right up for that one though, won't you? At the Stadium of Light. Oh, some banging fixtures coming up. Gravenberch. on the bench. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that FPL team. And then I'm happy to sub in Graven, Bertrand, Petrovic when the time is right. Foster and Statch, I don't think. Statch maybe on his given game week might be alright. Foster, I'm not really too asked about, to be fair. He's probably never going to really see the light of day on my team, but... Oh, to be fair though, saying that, are they all on to start? Would this be a good bench boost? I didn't actually think about that, but I can't, can I? Because you used maybe next game week, because I've used wildcard this game week, I can't. Maybe next game week we could bench boost if they're all on start. I don't even know if does Foster start for Burnley? Yeah, he does. Wow. So if he's on to start next game week, we might do that. Because these are all like starters, like Statue starting, Petrovic starting. So maybe next game week we could. Although saying that, it's the first game week back from international, and these probably could get all injured and cry, and I could cry when they all get injured on international break. Watch this space. Oh, December is rough. Yeah, you support Newcastle, or just pick them for players on Sorare. I support Cambridge United because I'm from Cambridge, but I live in Newcastle, so that's why I have Newcastle on Sorare because I can't have. Well, the only Cambridge United players I can own I have on Sorare, but they're not Cambridge cards because of course Cambridge are in League Two. So I obviously would want Newcastle to do well because I have them on Sorare. But I wouldn't consider myself a supporter because I don't. I've only been to one Newcastle. No, I've been to two Newcastle matches in my life. So to me, that wouldn't. I don't know. Do you consider that a supporter? I've been to way more Cambridge games, obviously. So to me, I don't consider myself a fan because I feel like to call yourself a fan, you've got to go to a decent amount of matches. You know what I mean? Not every game because of course it's money. You know what I mean? Like obviously, like I wouldn't say you're a fan if you've been to just two of their games. I like them and I want them to do well, but I wouldn't say I'm a fan. Yeah, sorry, missed half of the stream today. No worries, me. It's my daughter baptized tomorrow, so her mother is. Yeah, fair enough. I'm stuck with her. Hey, you don't have to explain yourself to me, Mihai. Being a dad is tough work, so hats off to you. The fact that you can even type in a stream and look after the kid is impressive in itself, mate. So uh, what? Who's that? Is this someone in stream, T-Boy? I mean, I appreciate you sending me a card, but I'm not going to accept it because I think sometimes, well, oh, do you think this guy? What is this a random special card you have? And you keep it, man. I don't need your cards. Appreciate it though. I do appreciate the random or the card. I guess a Ligue 1 man. Is he a youngster? 23. Damn. Yeah, nice. Looks good. The reason I'm not going to accept this, if you are listening to this on stream, Tebow, is because I don't want it to look. I don't want anything on my account to look a bit weird. Even though, well, actually, to be honest, it doesn't really matter for my account. It's more for your account. Sometimes if you send trades like this and they get accepted, Sorare will like put a flag on your account. So for your benefit, probably won't accept this. They appreciate that though, mate. UT was a beast last year, and he got troubles now due to the summer transfer. He'll play again and destroy again. Keep him then, Tebow. You keep him, mate. I'm not rejecting that because I do probably think he's going to be a good player. Like I don't doubt that, But you keep him, mate, because I don't want like Sorare to flag your account for any reason. So of course my account's okay because I'll be like exempt, if you know what I mean. But I just don't want it from your account, you know. And plus, look, I've got more cards than you anyway, so it's better for you to keep your cards, man. It looks cool though. Oh, you got two. Damn, you bought one for me. That's very kind. Very kind, mate. Oh shit, I'm sorry, I didn't know. Yeah, I mean, it's not always like. To be honest, it's like so creators. I don't know this for a fact, Tebow, but like creators get like they can give away cards because Sorare have essentially said it's okay. But if you're because pretty much what they'll do when you become a creator on Sorare, essentially they'll ask you for your username so you can be like put on a list to say if any suspicious activity comes from this account, then it's alright because it probably was a giveaway and it's helping promote Sorare. But if you're not really a creator, they don't really want you to be just doing suspicious activities, you know what I mean? Like giving away cards and sending cards for free, you know. But but yeah, I appreciate it though, and he does look. Yeah, I mean, he's a nice special card as well, nice and cheap, and I'm sure he will do good. But yeah, I'm for your reason. I'm not going to accept that because I don't want anything bad to happen to your account. Because say if I accept that and then you get banned, that'll be like the worst case scenario. You know what I mean? I don't know that that will happen, by the way. I just don't want to take the risk. You know, especially for a card that's only a pound or so. It's not like anything crazy. Um, and especially when you have less than me as well, so it feels weird accepting that. So what are we thinking about Brewhelm this weekend? Good question. Let's have a look. This love has taken its toll on me. Um. Um. So he didn't play. When was it? Last game week, right? Because. Oh wait, was it? Which one was he a sub in? Was it this one? Telstar. Oh right, yes, it's going that way, isn't it? um. Honestly, I don't know. I think it's fine, Mihai. I mean, obviously it's obviously impossible for me to say because I can't time travel. But I think he'll play, mate. And to be honest, even if he doesn't, I mean, it's not like he scores that badly off the bench. Still got 42 off the bench. It's not too bad. But yeah, I think he'll play. To be honest, I think he'll play. He's too good to not be playing. Especially, it's international break after this anyway, no? Is it international break for them as well? Yeah, they've got such a big break. He's going to play, surely. Sunday. It's a quick turnaround, but. This is away though, and yeah, to be honest, these two played as well. And is this at home? Is their next game at home? It's at home as well. And it's a bit of a travel, to be fair, but nah, I think he'll play. It's hard to say, obviously, but I think he should be playing. Um, all right, thanks. I'm just a bit. No worries, Tibo. No worries. Hi, Josh. Just now, I was sending you message that when is stream. How was your week, man? Yeah, I stream at 11 UK every Friday. And if you send me a message whilst I'm streaming, I usually don't reply because I'm streaming, obviously. Um, Telstar. Yep, there's an international break. Yeah, I know. Yeah, international break. Yep. So I think you'll play. I think you'll play. I hate when people do this. It's so dumb, isn't it? Like what? I haven't listed him for sale. So if I haven't listed him for sale, why are you then still sending me a shit offer? Like, if you're gonna offer for someone that isn't for sale, it has to be a fucking good offer. You know what I mean? Is this guy a new user? He's not even a new user and he's doing that. Fucking embarrassing though, mate. Absolutely embarrassing. Sort it out, brother. There you go. There you go, Mr. ABX. Go crazy. What do we think? Yep, that's a. Yep, not a shit offer. What? Not a. You think that's not a shit offer? Mate, if you think. Fair play. Telstar predictions are useless. I think the club is so small, no news comes from it. What are they saying? Poor Telstar, man. Oh my god, 11% is rough. Yeah, no ideal. No ideal. Could you check Minnesota for me, please? Looking at Triantis, of course. Minnesota. Oh wait, is this the? Oh yeah, there you go. 90%, lovely. Um, I need to know if their main centre back is starting, but literally zero news for 2 weeks on him. Nice. Rob Triantis starts, I reckon. Been on form recently. I think it's a shit offer. Keep up. Ah, go you, go you. I think you'll hit the streak. I flipping hope so. I hope so. Well, to be fair though, yeah, you got the goat Hatton predicting. He always gets it right. If Hatton has got Triantis 90%, I believe Hatton's the goat. Hatton's the goat. Um, only down as 40%. Oh wait, oh, have I looked at the wrong Minnesota there? Wait, am I looking at the wrong one there? Wait, what? Oh, wait, is it not this one? He's 90% though. Which one are you talking about? I'm confused. Czech Valencia for me got Duro and Guerrero on 40%. Yeah, Duro's gone down to 40%. Seen that. Yeah, they've put what's his name up there, the new one. Can't remember his name now. Beltran, that's the one. Beltran. It's been updated now. Thanks. Yeah, no problem. Something happening to McGlynn? Oh no, is he gonna move? McGlynn move. Let's have a quick look. Or you think he's injured maybe? Let's have a look. Ooh, McGlynn in the mud. Jack McGlynn foot is having surgery and will miss the rest of the season. There we land. Ouch. Ouch. Tough. Tough one, ladies and gentlemen. Ondrej, inbound. Ondrej masterclass. There we land. Why is it fucking... Thank you. Oh my god, why is it being so slow? Wakey wakey! Valencia. No, Sorare currently shows him at 40 when I did the lineup. Ah, fair enough. But now it's been updated. Yeah, I think it takes a while to update on the Sorare. Ex-Bournemouth man Danjuma is on fire at Valencia. Yeah. Yeah, I could get Danjuma to be fair, but no doubt he is overpriced as hell. Actually, to be fair, the team isn't that desirable, so maybe not. To be fair, cheeky little fiver, not too bad, is it? If I was putting him into a team that actually needed him, wouldn't be a bad one, would it? I probably should have got him instead of Duro, but game's a game. Game's the game. Hugo Duro had a fight with some of his players after the first half. Damn. Madman. Big Duro. What I want to know is ABX is, where the hell is Rabber? That's what I want to know. Get Rabber in this side. That's my man right there. Look, all you need to do is put Danjuma up top, Lopez on the wing, Rabber in the middle. You know what I mean? Just makes sense. Make it make sense. You know what I mean? Hello, Flendor. I hope you're well. Hello, Patrick. I hope you are well. I think you got... Oh, yeah, you actually got gifted a membership today, Patrick. There we go, mate. Absolute W. A few people got gifted a membership today. So, for those of you guys that haven't got gifted memberships switched on, I recommend you do. Because, thanks for the membership. Yeah, there you go. You could get a cheeky little membership. And then there's lots of benefits to becoming a member, of course. You know, you get early access to some videos. You get members-only videos. Sometimes member-only live streams. And also, for the month of November, we might be doing a Football Manager member-only save or something like that. So for those of you guys that like Football Manager, or you want to join a big online save or something like that, recommend getting a membership for at least November. And also, of course, if you are a member this month and you win my random subscriber giveaway, then you could win £20 rather than £10. So there's a lot of incentives to become a member right now. After the injury, he lost his place because Danjuma place wings and Duro is scoring from the bench as a starter. He would become on 60 minutes ago. Yeah, but you know what I mean. Just play him. You know what I mean. No, I mean ABX. Why don't we just play him? Just play Rabba. Not that deep, you know. Ryan Gould is finally back for Vancouver. My worst purchase of the season by far. Yeah, to be fair, he is. Yeah, I, I didn't even. Yeah, to be honest, after Almiron's army stopped, I've not been following MLS at all. So I guess unlucky that he's taken that long to get back. Because at one point it looked like he was going to be back up and right. But to be fair, saying that, Liam, I could be matching you with this Lewis Hall purchase. By the way, you know the way things are going, these four Lewis Halls that I have look like they're going to be in my gallery forever. So you know what I mean. I'm with you on the bad purchase. Well, actually, you know what, Scrap? You know, if I've got four in-season Lewis Halls, I'm actually kind of happy with that. I'll take it. Could be worse. Could be a bad player. At least we know at some point in the future, Lewis Hall is going to be the best left back in the world. So, bought him for like 30 at the start of the season when they said only be out for a year. 6 months later, and it's fine. Yeah, exactly. I feel like he was on to be back when I was doing Almiron's Army, and that was months ago. But I think Beltran would not be as nice. Maduro was angry, but they're not crossed into him. He is a tall striker. Needs a lot more Mason. Beltran more like a striker. Yeah. Plays like a 10. Yeah. Beltran is not really a striker, is he? It's more like the man in behind. Oh, mate. Oh, oh. Tough one to call this weekend. I am happy though that I got 250 essence, 500 XP, £20 market credits is. Whee! There we land. I'm actually gonna get enough essence to. Could actually maybe craft. I wonder what the breakdown is for the essence here. Okay. 50% Premier League. Interesting. Can probably get a couple of crafts off rewards day, which is later on today, I think, isn't it? Yeah. Because I'm yielding 250. So I might even get two crafts tonight. No, I'm just gonna miss it. Oh no! Yeah, I'm gonna have two crafts tonight. Come on. Love that. Oh my god. Holy common. Did we return did my strategy work? It looks like it. 500, 1000, 1500, 1900, 2900, 3400, 3700. Did I just say 3700? I think I did 4100. I think 4400 unless I've just completely butchered that. 4400 and I paid is it 250 each? I think so. So 500, 1k, 2k, 2750. So net 2000 ish common essence. Spam common arenas this weekend, guys. That is the strategy for common essence. Let's go, baby. Everybody spam it. But saying that, actually, should we whack open a common pack? Maybe because we could do more goalkeepers. To be fair, more goalkeepers, then the more lineups we can do. How much essence do we actually have? 2,000, and it cost me. Yeah, and I am yielding that actually, so we can. Let's do one La Liga pack. good. I'm good. I'm good. Oh, actually, did we collect Real Betis? Let me have a quick look at my notebook. My notebook. No, we don't. Sevilla, we definitely don't. Oh, you kid. Oh, you know what? We might actually keep him because he. Oh no, he's against Real Madrid. No, we didn't keep anyone. That's sad. All right, goalkeepers. Boom. Let's get some Premier League ones. Let's get. You know what? He's actually playing, isn't he, against Arsenal? See ya. Actually, you know what? We will keep him just because he might be useful at some point. No. There we go. At least we got two starters. Two starters. And do we go Ligue 1? Should we? Do we actually need any league? Which Ligue 1 goalkeeper do we not have? Let's have a quick look. PSG Lyon. I feel like we don't have the Lyon keeper. Or Lille. We could do with the Lyon or Lille keeper. I don't think I have either of them. So give me them. Nance will keep him. Get rid. Restes does start, so we'll keep him. Hideki is not starting, is he? But we do collect Monaco, I think. Yeah, we do, so we'll keep him. And we'll keep him. There we go, that was actually decent. We don't have a lot of them, and a lot of them are starting. So there we go. I'm not going to spend any more because we need to make sure we have enough to enter 1,000,000 common arenas this weekend. Speaking of that, we should probably prepare some common arenas for... Rejected my offer, Tren? Oh my god, guys, everybody send Tren a hate message right now. I'm joking. Who did we... Oh yeah, I was looking at Horn, wasn't I? Should we buy Horn? Oh, I really want this one, but he doesn't accept. Oh, so sad, isn't it? How much is Panda going to make me pay? Let's have a look. If the heavens ever did speak. Yeah, let's see how much he would make me pay extra there. If it's like a pound, I might be tempted. If it's £1, I'll be tempted. But if he says more than a pound, I'm literally gonna go to his house and knock him out. What do you think, guys? Who's gonna come to his house and knock him out with me? There we land. Do you have a strategy for common cards? Just said it, and I have 2 videos on the channel. Actually, well, 1 video on the channel. And Osasuna plays today, so I have Munoz for today. Will you see the match? I will watch the Bournemouth match today. Oh, never mind, I already watched the video. There you go, Tibo. Do you keep duplicate players like Elise, I'm guessing? I don't even have Elise yet, actually, I really want him. Or do you discard if you have 2 of them? Good question, Liam. Depends on the player, but most of the time I only keep 2 versions of the player maximum. There are some exceptions though. And so, for example, Hakimi, I have 2 Hakimis. Like I would probably keep Hakimi's. Davies obviously makes sense to keep him because he's still 5. Actually, I should probably go through these to see if I can discard any. Like he can get discarded. Keep all them. Like, okay, like for example here, I have 4 Romeros, and that's only because he's a keeper, obviously. Like, and to be honest, say in a situation where I needed essence, then I would sell one of these Romeros, and pretty much, yeah, I'm happy to keep 2. If it's more than 2, it would have to make a lot of sense, i.e., a keeper or a player that's just insane that I'm like, okay, I could see myself using multiple of him in Arena, for example, if you get me. Like, for example, I know for a fact I have, I think, 3 Van Dijks, and I could see myself using 3 Van Dijks it over the weekend, so that I'm happy to do that. Do you know what I mean? So it depends on the card, I guess. It depends how confident you are in that player. Um, goalkeepers tend to be the good ones to hang on to. See Bruno, probably see myself using a third Bruno this weekend, so that's okay to me. So yeah, it depends on the player really. And depends if I need common essence, because don't get me wrong, if I need 50, I'm probably flying in here and discarding Romero pretty quickly. For example, Petrovic got 3 of them. Why not? But if they're 5, I'll keep them no matter what. 5s we're keeping all day. Happy to get rid of 10s though. Even if they're like decent 10s, like Robinson is probably a decent 10. I don't really care, I'm just going to get rid. And we actually collect Bilbao, so we'll keep him. Pickford, we got 4 Pickfords as well. Damn, that's a Pickford party right there. Josco, Gvardiol, Bellingham's. They used to be 5s. They were all in bench warmers. Rest in peace, bench warmers. Lewis Potter. See you later, buddy. Could cash in on some Lewis Halls, but I'm just riding the Lewis Hall train right now. Werder Bremen, he can go. I don't think we're collecting Werder Bremen. So essentially, anyone that's over 5 and I'm not collecting, I'll just get rid of in this phase. So Werder Bremen players that are like 10, and they might go on to be higher, but I don't really care. The only exception is goalkeepers, like Matty Ryan here. He's lucky that he's a goalkeeper because he probably gets sent. Collecting Leon, collecting Frankfurt, Espanyol, he can go. I know I'm quite brutal to be honest. I'm not sentimental with these players at all. Like, if they've got to go to blood, then they've got to go. Unless I'm collecting them, like I said, if I'm collecting their thing, then I'll keep them. 17 Nick Popes. That's what you like to see. I'm sorry, Nick Jackson. I am for real. Not collecting Augsburg. Could easily discard. Goalkeepers, like, say if I'm in desperate need of essence, goalkeepers will be probably like the first place I go to start discarding. Other than the ones that I'm doing now, the spring cleaning I like to call it, of the ones that might have gone up in value since I got them at 5. Ooh, see, he's such a good one, but I'm collecting Liverpool, so can't get rid. Oh, actually, are we collecting Nice? Let me just double check. We are not collecting Nice. That's surprising. I thought we were. Hradecky is injured. Yep, that's fine. Keep him anyway. Trend before was okay. Now he always wants. Now he always wants more, and he wants trade less. Yeah, that's fair enough. I did your scrap method the other night and ripped loads of Bayern packs and got 2 Elises. Damn. No Kane or Kimmich yet, though. I have Kimmich. I don't have Kane, though. Maybe I should open a buy-in pack, see if I get lucky. Should we open one, just for stream? See if I get Elise or Kane, that's what we need, really. Tani, I don't know if this really counts as part of Atleti, does it? It's really confusing, because he's at Atletico, right? I'm not going to discard him, because it's a bit weird that I still have a Minnesota card. It's a really weird one there. But there'll be. I anticipate that Sorare will do a update to the common game mode soon anyway, so that might sort him out. I think it's on the horizon. I see. I wouldn't be surprised if the next big thing that happens on Sorare was to do with the common game mode. So yeah, maybe a bit of a cleanup in the department for that. Should we open a buy-in pack just to see if we can get him? Why not? Why not? Here we go, Michael Elise. There we land. Okay, are we playing? We're playing, so I'll keep you. 10, see you later. 10, see you later. 10, see you later. Oh my god, we got the whole Cone collection. God damn it, we didn't even sniff Bayern Munich. God damn, okay, let me not do that again. Jesus, I just burnt 250 essence real quick just then. I'm going to submit a couple of common arenas. The ones with players that I'm... Obviously, I do recommend, if you guys have more time on your hands, to just do the common arenas when you know the lineups. But I don't always have the time to do that, so I sometimes just do a couple here or there. Just the players that I'm very confident that will be playing. For example, Pope with a great fixture. Pickford, Vicario. Vicario's, I don't know why it's 80% actually. That's kind of concerning. Donnarumma. I'll probably wait actually because they're both on 80. I don't know why, but I don't really like taking my chances there. Petrovic. I'm happy to stick him in here early doors. I'm pretty convinced he's going to be playing. Not used in another lineup, please. PSG Sabani. Oh, we got a Senesi. Nice. There we go. That works well, doesn't it? And then we can go Grealish if we wanted, but the L15 is quite high, so we will wait. We'll see if there's a better, maybe a Bruno. Throwing a Bruno in there, why not? He's pretty nailed to be playing. Haaland, Greenwood. Did they have a midweek? I'm pretty much going to be putting in here. I'm going to try my best actually. Going to second guess myself here with Bruno, but pretty much the players that didn't play a midweek, I'm very confident to throw in early doors because they're the ones that are like pretty much nailed in that sense. So the Bournemouth boys make sense because of course they didn't play midweek, so they're pretty likely to be locked in. To be honest, I'm very confident with Bruno anyway. He's had a rest recently, so he can go in there. Saka. Gordon, I'm pretty convinced of as well. Actually, I think I do have a Semenyo somewhere. I got one recently and decided I'll keep him. Why not? So maybe we could use a Semenyo, unless we're already using him elsewhere. Oh no, we're not. Semenyo can go in there, and then we got 60. Nice. I just feel impossible to complete a collect. Yeah, it is impossible to complete a collection. You're not right. You're not wrong. Sorry. Shit. All right. Did they play? Oh yeah, they got a tough game. They did play midweek. Hoiberg did, oh yeah, they did play, but Hoiberg rested midweek. So Hoiberg is pretty much nailed. There we go, and we'll give the armband to Mr. Semenyo. So like a common arena team like that, I'm pretty happy to whack in early doors. We'll go over Petrovic again. I'm pretty happy throwing Petrovic's into lineups early. I don't think we have any other Bournemouth. I'm happy to put Bournemouth players in early doors. Just Semenyo, so we'll put another Semenyo in here. We won't captain him in this one though, just in case. Hey, does the lineup builder look like Sorare had where other people could build? Wait, what? Does the lineup builder like Sorare had where other people could build your lineup still exist? No, Seb. Van der Ben. Ooh, do you know what would be a good thing? Is there a way to... Oh yeah, here we go. I'm only going to do 90% for now. Oh wait, if we just put that to 8, yeah, that's fine, because you can't get... Oh, I don't have any defenders on that. Wait, what? Oh, right, there you go. Wait. Oh, there you go, sorry. There we go, that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. 90% defenders just for now. Or 90% players, should we say. Let's look at defenders first. So... Ooh. Saliso could be a good one. Monaco against Nice. Interesting. Arsenal. Oh, Urian Timber rested. Very tempting. Ritsuduan. Not a great fixture. Tajani. Probably going to play. He's probably similar to Bruno in the sense that too important for the system for him to rest. Tonali. I feel like Tonali and Bruno are like just inevitable, really. Declan Rice, always a good one. Throw him in there. Did he rest? He did, didn't he? Yeah, he did. So, Arsenal, two Arsenal boys in there. Did Saka rest? Oh, he did. Damn, so we could even throw a Saka in there. I'm going to save Saka in this one. We'll put Saka in the next couple, though. Ruben Diaz. Calm. Would be not. Oh, Bruno goes in here nicely, doesn't he? Yeah, well, happy with that. Happy days with that. They're all pretty nailed to be playing, so I'm happy to submit that one early as well. Who did I just say I was gonna Saka? Saka's defo going in here. I go back to we only say goodbye. You think for Arena, the Cap Arena, Patrick Pens, Pedro Porro, Kyoku, Nakamura, Gedson Fernandez is good? Yeah, why not? Why not? Why not? Sounds good. Ooh, Fede Valverde rested. He can go in there then. Do we have another Petrovic? I don't think I want to do another Petrovic actually. Let's go Pickford or Pope. I mean, to be fair, it doesn't really matter. We're going to use all of them, aren't we? We're going to use all of them, aren't we? Probably should be putting in Trippier here, but Ruben Dias or Gvadio. Taliafico. How much do we have if we... Okay. I like Ruben Diaz is pretty much nailed. Grealish, Zabani, Tonali. Let's throw in a Grealish, and that'll be that team locked in. We'll go with Feddy. There we land. There we land. I'm happy with them ones. I'm happy with them ones. We might as well spend all of our common essence here. Otherwise, I'll end up opening packs. So, no, Huiberg is not 100%. Marseille have a lot of midfielders for only CDM. Veerman, really, Kondogbia, Nadir, or Gomez. I mean, each to their own. If you don't think he's nailed, then that's your choice. I think he is. So, who would you captain? Gyoku or Gedson Fernandez or Nagamura? Probably Gyoku. Probably. Alright, let's do some more of these. My beautiful common arenas. My beautiful common arenas. Sergio Herrera. In you go, son. Maybe a cheeky Van Dijk in this one. Can do another Saka as well for sure. I'm very confident in him. Tonali would be nice, but he's quite high. Tijani. And then Bruno works. Bruno. Could go Llorente. Pablo Barrios. Nah, let's go Bruno. Bruno, should we give Van Dijk? Probably Saka actually is probably a better one to give there. There we go, and we can do 2 more arenas, I think, something like that. Might as well keep punting them out. We've got so much to do, so many arenas to enter. We might as well do a couple before the game week starts. And if they don't play, they don't play, but hopefully they do. Let's go with the cheapest goalkeeper. Okay, not him. Not him. Oh my god. Oh, Black. Get in there. I know he's had a horrible start to the season, but no, we could go Van Dijk again. He's just gonna play, isn't he? We're gonna use him eventually somewhere, so we might as well. Tonali as well could definitely go in there. Now we need probably quite a cheap rest of the team. Kudus works, and then probably Barrios. Did Barrios rest? No. Llorente didn't rest either. Take it on the other side. There's not really many players I'm liking the look of there, so maybe we look to change Tonali for Barco could be a good one, and he did rest, so happy to put him in there. Oh, he rested, didn't he? For Lil, can put him in there. Puppet Barrels. I feel like we have to pick an Atleti boy. And Tonali, really, don't we? Let's go Barrios then, and I'll give the armband to Sandro. Do one more. We'll do one more, and we'll probably use Barco in the last team as well. Let's put him in before I forget. Valentine. I've got another question. Where do you spend your common essence? You can quite clearly see where I spend my common. Mostly in common arena. Um, specific pack or the normal one? Oh right, you mean in the store? Um, most of the time, if I'm honest, I spend it. So it dep the daily deal packs is the ones I buy the quite a lot, and if it's not a daily deal pack, then it'll be this one with Newcastle and Man City because I want Newcastle and Man City players. But if it's not, yeah, usually the special packs to be honest, these ones, just because. To be honest, there's not really a reason. That's just what I do. To be honest with you. Wow, £1.75, man. Why has he got? Why he got to be doing me like that? Let me just check to see how much I have on the series real quick. I don't think I have that much. No. Can you do me a favour and give it to me for? Yeah, I bet he's probably not going to, but you know, I'm gonna put it at £1 just because then can count on £1.11 if it really is that deep. Come on, just be nice, panda, please. How long will last long? I don't, I don't. Afternoon. Are you ready for the up and coming game week? Yeah, kinda. Alex, how you looking? I'm just doing some common arenas. What do you think about Porto Benfica matchup? Well, a tough match. I mean, don't really know what you expect me to say there, Seb. Uh, a tough game, obviously. Yeah, I don't know. Don't know what else you would really say about that. A good game, should be a good one. Um, just packed Diaz for Bayern. Nice, Rob. Love that. Thanks. No problem, Tebow. Um, yeah, love that. I mean, as many Bayern players as you can get, you're buzzing with that, aren't you? Buzzing with that. Buzzing with that. Who are we gonna go with for the last one? The last one we can do until we get rewards, and then I should get like 4,000 more common essence to use on common arenas over the weekend. So we've got enough. Let's go with Romero in this one. Why not? Probably a Gabardio. Gabardio. Oh, Salisu might be a good one as well, but let's go Gabardio for now. Haaland, and then 49. So yeah, Emery's kind of tempting, but I know he's big. Could be rotated quite easily. Tagliafico probably could get rotated as well, even though he's a bit of a beast. Alright, so let's maybe look at options with Salisu in here, maybe, or someone a little bit cheaper, maybe Zabani. I think Salisu is like the only one that's really like sticking out to me that I like. So let's go with him. And then we could have Hakimi. Would be nice for the L15. Maybe we could put a more expensive goalkeeper in, potentially. Because we're using Salisu. Espanyol versus Betis. Not really. Nantes versus Brest. How favourable is that fixture? I'm not too up to date with Nantes. Let's have a look. Oh my god. Okay, never mind. Dimitrovic. Espanyol against Espanyol would be not that bad, have they? I think Dimitrovic not too bad of a pick, right? Let's have a look. 39%. It's all right. Don't want that. Don't want that. Oviedo. How Oviedo looking? It's all right. It's all right. Sanchez not really. Oh, Rulli. Oh yeah, Rulli. Get him in there. Get him in there. How did I miss that one? There we go. And then we'll give the armband to Holland. There we go. That's another common arena locked in. There we go. So I think we've got 6. Yeah, nice. 6. 6 lineups locked in before the deadline, and you like to think all of these are going to be starting. Look, there's probably going to be one of these that DMPs, but it's okay. It is what it is. If one of them DMPs, it's fine. It's all good. It's all good. No doubt that we should be able to make the common essence back regardless anyway. And of course, if you guys have more time on your hands over the weekend, I recommend to just wait for the common line or the lineups to be announced, and then submit your common arenas. But I have so many common cards, I might as well just start punting them in. With that being said, which games actually play today? Because we can make sure we are on it with that one, can't we? With Bournemouth, right? I don't actually have that many more Bournemouth players, and I've submitted all my Bournemouth ones. I'm pretty confident the ones I've submitted as well. So maybe Osasuna and Bournemouth. You could like mix up if you guys have any players from there. I don't think I have any others though. So I could use. Actually, to be fair, we might have we might probably make another one with Herrera. And do we have any other Bournemouth players for tonight? Herrera and or maybe Wacky Manderson or something. Actually, I have a lot more Fulham players than I expected. Can't lie. I guess if Smith Rowe plays, we'd probably use him somewhere. Because he's alright sometimes, isn't he? He's alright. I'm trying to trade / sell some of my failed investments, but I'm pretty much ready. Nice. I'm debating building a last minute rare lineup for contender. Yeah, I mean, I can't really give too much advice for rare because I've never played rare myself, Alex. But I will say that from the outside looking in, it does look like people can sometimes be sometimes people can be given a false sense of hope in rare. From what I've heard, it's one of them things where when you look at it, you think, "Oh, I can easily make a cheap team and get something," but apparently it's a little bit harder to win than you might initially think. So it actually involves a lot more investment than you might assume. Just from what I've heard, not from what I've experienced. So I don't know. Up to you. If you do decide to do it though, let me know. Does anyone know Le Mans on B and D? I'm guessing Le Mans. Hi, did you want lunch? Um, I'm alright for now. I will probably end the stream shortly though, so I'll be won't be long. I can check on Sorare inside for you, Patrick, but I would, in my opinion, it will be Le Mans. On Sorare inside's opinion, it will be drumroll Le Mans as well. There you go. Can you change arena after lock? No. That's why I recommend, because the thing you can do, Rob, is the common arenas you can submit them after the lock. So, for example, when you hear the Bournemouth announcement tonight, if you have Bournemouth common cards, you can put them into an arena because you know they're going to be playing. And I recommend that if you have not many common cards and you have time to do that, then do that. It's way better than what I've just done there. I've just put 6 lineups and praying that they're all starting, and I'm going to be playing against people that know that they're going to be starting. You know what I mean? So, not smart from me, but I have so much common cards and so much common essence, I might as well just go for it. You know what I mean? Please let it be Le Mans. I can't bear watching Bay and Deer again. Wait for lineups for arena, then enter. Yes, exactly. That's a smart thing to do. Yeah, I know what you mean, but from scouting, I can build a non-midweek five-man. Wait, but from scouting, I can build a non-midweek five-man Prem team for about £160. That is as much as my whole contender collection, and that fills out 4 teams and more players for All-Star ETC. Hey, Alex, for about two. Hey, if you want to do that, go for it, mate. I mean, I'm not really the one to ask when it comes to rare investments because I've never, I've bought like one rare card ever, so I don't really know when it comes to rare, mate. But sounds like you've got a plan. Hopefully it does well for you, mate. Um, I did that with Forest last night, and then they got spanked. Yeah, of course. I mean that. So Patrick, that's a big reason as to why I only collect good teams. Forest are shit, so hence why I only collect, like, in my opinion, the top clubs is the ones I try and collect. Don't get me wrong, I still have some pieces from other clubs, but like to me, Man City, Newcastle, Chelsea, Tottenham, Villarreal, Bayern Munich, Monaco, Arsenal, Real Madrid, PSG, they're all teams that most of the time they'd be favoured in their matchup. Do you know what I mean? That they're the collections I collect. Are the teams that I think most of the time will have an advantage. Don't get me wrong. Look, for example, I have St. Pauli here, but that'll be because they all the players in this collection will be worth 5 common essence. I can actually double check that. So 5 common essence, 5 common essence, 5 common essence, 5 common essence, 5, 5. Oh, Ricky J. Jones, ex Peterborough, and 5. So yeah, pretty much unless they're 5, I'm not really collecting them, if that makes sense. I'm not saying that's the right strategy either, by the way. That is just what I do. Um, that's a damn good-looking team you have on screen, Sunderland. Where? Oh wait, was it on the screen? Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, to be fair, oh Chris Rigg, could he get a start? Go on, the boy. Yeah, it's all right, isn't it? Oh, Ballard might be back. To be honest, yeah. I mean, look at United's team on paper is pretty flipping good, isn't it? Just they just don't. Oh, they just don't click well, do they? Not got the cohesion. I underestimate Midland. I underestimated Midland. Oh, right. Really? I think Midland are a good team. And it's Ange, bro. Patrick, it's Ange. Come on, man. Um, as the streaks, as the streaks is the main focus nowadays. The rare streaks is more plus, and I feel like they score more consistent too, as the Prem is the most unpredictable league in the game. Damn, I've never heard someone say that. You think the Prem is the most unpredictable league? That's crazy. Fair play. Each to their own opinion. Issue for Manu is that they essentially have 3 numbers. Yeah, they do, don't they? Yes. Well, not even. I mean, hey, if this is me, I'm not even playing. It's just the formation. It's so shit. Just play a 4-3-3. Like, I'm not being funny, but even when Newcastle play this shape, they're so shit. Honestly, it's the shape in my opinion. I think it should be Sesko through the middle, Buemo on the right, Cunha on the left. Although Cunha will he not really an out and out winger, but he can do a job on the left. Then you have what Bruno in the middle, Mainu like getting back in the side. He can do a job in the middle, and then honestly, Casemiro and Ugarte can just rotate. They're both shit, so yeah. And then you have Dorgu left back, Dallo right back, Yoro and Delict. That's going to be a way better team than this shit. But they just keep playing a five back because Amarim's too. He's just too stubborn. Look, I get what he's trying to say in that, so in his defense is, um, oh, I don't want to change the way I do things, and I agree, from a coaching philosophy standpoint, but just not being adaptable in your tactics is just naive. It's just naivety. You can tell he's only managed a top team in his division before. Because, like, for example, if Sporting up, if he sets Sporting up in that shape and they do poorly, he'll just say, just do better. You're the best team in the league. Just do better. And I'm guessing he's doing a similar thing at United. But the thing is, they can't just do better because they're not the best team in the league. So it's not down to the players sometimes in Man United's situation. So yeah. But maybe Amorim wants to do bad. Maybe he just wants to get fired or wants to get out of the club, which I wouldn't surprise me either if he just wants out, wants that early compensation. You know what I mean? Yeah, 4-3-3 would be the best out of our current. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Cunha, Buemo, Bruno, all best in the 10 role. Yeah, yeah, for sure. For sure. Anyone can beat anyone in the Prem. Oh, that's what you mean by unpredictable. Right, sorry, Alex. I thought you meant in terms of rotation. My bad. Liverpool should have won on paper last week. PSG walked. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I misunderstood what you meant, Alex. The Prem to me is the most. Yeah. Sorry, I thought you meant Alex. I thought you meant in terms of players, not score. But to be honest with you, Alex, that surely would mean that based on your logic, Premier League could be one of the best for Sorare, because then you just buy the players that are underdogs, because not only are they more likely to win in the Premier League, but they'll be cheaper. So, for example, Bournemouth is a great team to have on Sorare because they're cheap, because people think they're bad. They play in the Prem, which is the most unpredictable league in the world, as you said. Um, and they don't play midweek, and they do well. You know what I mean? And then teams like Sunderland, if you just bought a Sunderland stack, you're doing all right this season. You know what I mean? So surely, I would actually flip it on its head and say it back to you and say, why do you not think it's one of the best, uh, you know, things on Sorare, the Premier League? Because you can just use the cheap cards and have a good chance of winning still. Um, yeah. That's my best offer. If he rejects my best offer, then it is what it is. Um, I should have been more clear in my. But I know it's no one's fault, Alex. Just simple misunderstanding. We're all humans here. I hope. Probably with buying mid-table. The problem with buying mid-table teams is, the problem with buying mid-table teams in the Prem is that they very rarely seem to smash teams enough to score well. Disagree. Um, yeah, I just don't agree with that, to be honest. But yeah, fair enough. Like I said, each to their own opinion. But just like, okay, let's just based on your argument, let's have a look. Yeah, you could be right. But let's just have a look. The example. Let's go Robin because he plays every game. Alright, Sunderland on a good game week. Let's just say, they won 3-0 against West Ham. if you picked the perfect Sunderland team, you could have, yeah, you could have won really. But you would have had to pick perfect. But I guess that's part of Sorare, right? You would have had to have picked Robin, Ballard, Captain Ballard. Probably going to pick Shaka there, and then maybe the two forwards. Again, don't get me wrong. It would be hard to pick the perfect team, but I mean that's the whole point. Like that is so rare, really, for you, isn't it? You do have to pick the perfect team to be winning. So this one wouldn't have really won anything, not really. I mean, unless you had Enzo and double defense, captain the goalkeeper, doable. Like, don't get me wrong, difficult but doable. Did they beat Brentford? No, well, not convincingly enough. So you're right in that regard. And then Bournemouth. I've not really done it this season, to be fair, but the scoring potential is there for sure. So this one you wouldn't have because Petrovic error led to goal. Weirdly, you could have been very close last game week. Petrovic, Captain Senesi, Truffert, Semenyo, Tyler Adams. You would have been up there. I mean, I got close to that, and I was in a decent position. Let me remind myself of what I did. Oh no, I didn't put the Bournemouth boys together, but had I have put them together, um, yeah. If I put them the right way around, I could have earned a decent amount of money. Honestly, probably would have been more to the bottom end of the things, but yeah. If I'd have put well, I mean, Tyler Adams scored similar to Anderson anyway. Semenyo scored slightly better than Walt made. If I put Truffert in here, he got 61, of course. That would have been what 11 plus 6, so 15, or about 15 more points or so. So probably would have got 40, 60 quid in and around that for a Bournemouth stack. I mean, in my opinion, that's not too bad, especially if you're getting, a streak on top of that. But yeah. No. Oh my god, what is this? Nico Marino. Oh my god, look at this guy. 100 and so on his recent it says he's 120 pounds. He's actually worth 17 quid. That is a joke, isn't it? Cheeky man. Cheeky man, cheeky man. Oh, he's being a bitch. Ah, Panda. He's not a very nice panda. 600 cards and you can't give me wait, 600 cards and you can't give me 50p off a card. Ah, man. What a weirdo. He couldn't give me 50p off. Come on, man. Come on, man. Sunderland have smashed it for me. Yeah, I don't doubt that. Last week I came 26th in season. Oh, nice. There you go. With the perfect, yeah, with the right stack for sure. That's a nice stack, isn't it? You got 26th. I don't know what I got. I got 56th, so it's a couple of positions behind you. I definitely drifted away from stacks over the last 18 months or so. Yeah, I think a lot of people have. I don't. I again, Alex. I mean, we all have a different ideology of how to play the game, and in my opinion, I think stacking is the best way to go on Sorare, and I'm happy that people are are drifting away from stacking, because then it just means, well, in my opinion, I'm more likely to win if more of you guys aren't stacking. So I'm happy for you guys to have the opinion that stacking isn't good. Well, it was 26th in Division 2. Ah, okay. You got relegated the week before. Fair enough, Rob. I think I oh, actually, do you know what would be interesting, Rob, to see if my score would have done better in Division 2 or not? Probably not. I think it's more competitive in Division 2. So if I scored 408 in Division, oh wow, I didn't have I can't even compare it because I don't have a Division 2 team. Look, I had two Division 1s and two Division 3s. um, Bit of a stinker. I don't know why I got. Oh yeah, I think I had a couple of DMPs got relegated. Yeah, Bruno DMP. I mean, when Bruno DMP, Bruno and Joe Linton, if when Bruno and Joe Linton aren't playing, well, I mean, Joe Linton's not really. It's kind of on me for playing him, right? But if Bruno ever DMPs, I'm always going to get relegated. Same with Tonali. If Tonali or Bruno DMPs, I'm just going to have to firm that relegation because I'm always using him. So, I think I hit the points threshold three times. I'll have a look. How many points was it? Mine was 408. And I got £20. So I will guess I'll do better in Division 1, but be interesting to see. I got £20 for 408. I'm guessing I would have got less in Division 2. It's usually how it works. I sometimes still use a defensive stack. There you go. Yeah, I mean, each to their own. Like, I mean, that's the whole point of it's like any game, isn't it? We all have our own thoughts and opinions on what the best strategy is. And in my opinion, stacking is the best strategy on this game. And that doesn't mean I'm correct. It just is my opinion, you know. So if you then tell me you're not stacking, in my opinion, that's good for me, you know. Not saying it is, but yeah. You would have picked up 1,000 essence on no money. So there you go. How lucky I was in Division 1A. Between, there you go. So I'll take that. Lucky I was in Division 1. That's why you always want to be in Division 1, really, don't you? Always got to be striving for Division 1. That's the place to be. I've got two good teams in there this game week, though, so happy days with that. It looks like I'm not going to be able to get a contender goalkeeper either. Not that I'm really crying too much about that, because unless we got a... Who was the classic we were Oh, yeah. Unless we got a classic Timo Horn, which would fix things for this game week. But in the future makes us limited to what we can do. I don't hate it getting a classic Horn. I mean, he's not really the most desirable keeper, but he could help us hit a streak here or there. For £1, was it? We might be able to Basil bot a trade potentially. Should we see if we can get a Pereira trade off? £2. Yeah, that's not really worth it, is it? Should we see how much it's going to make us pay on top of this card for a classic Horn? Let's have a look. The XP is so low though, isn't it? 4% would be better. See what Basilbot says. Basilbot says reject Fez. Bro didn't even want to negotiate. Bro just said, yeah, clear off with your stinky card. And you know what? Fair play, mate. Fair play. Alright, so we probably won't get a classic contender keeper because we've just been parred off by a bot. So we'll just go with a 4-man stack. One last check of inside of our teams. Let's have a look. Any updates? Any updates? On the reverse, what would my 450 points get me in Division 1? Oh, probably would have got you a lot of money. I don't wanna like I did back then. Take me to the place I love. Why am I, bro? I'm sorry. I'm actually faded. 450 points would have got you £150. There you go. That's why you always strive for greatness. Strive for that Division 1. You need to send 25 cents for a counter for Basilbot. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. Oh, 25 cents. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Rip. I got 1,000 essence and $15. Yeah, I mean that doesn't. To be honest, Rob, two things for that. First of all, it's kind of valid because you need like Division 1 is just harder to get into, so obviously, it just makes sense, doesn't it? And second reason is divisions suck, but that is the game we play. So, if we all played the same way, the game, as of course, absolutely, Alex. If we all played the same way, the game would be very boring. What's the budget for contender goal? As cheap as possible. Nope, rejected me. Still me high. Wow, crazy. That's okay. Literally only I can only spend like £1 maximum, and I'm not even really that bothered to be fair. Because like I said, you can see my the team you'd be going into is literally like pretty dead anyway, isn't it? It's a pretty dead team. I mean, they would hopefully all be playing, but with the hot streak only being £3, I'm a little less um, inclined to pay more now that the double streaks are gone, aren't they? So I'm a little bit less eager to be buying players, to be fair, at this point of the season. With that being said, I do need to actually see if any of my flipping... is anyone going to buy this for Bruggen? No, we don't fancy for Bruggen. He's got such a good game week coming up. No one wants him. No last minute buyers for Mr. Bart. I thought I might get a cheeky... wow, because someone's undercut me by... Okay, sound. For Bruggen, I don't mind paying, even if I get 30 quid from it for him, because we only paid 23 for him last game week. So even if we sell him at 30 quid with profit, and I got to use him, so I'll take that. If Verbruggen doesn't sell, I would be tempted to just throw him into a team. Although I'd be tempted to put him in here, like for Dubravka, but saying that, I might just try and sell him over the game week, if you get me. What the... Oh, bruh. What am I seeing? What the fuck? Mate, some people are so weird. Verbruggen going... Yeah, going into game... Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. Maybe I should stop undercutting myself, because he is going into a decent international break, isn't he? So maybe I should just try and sell him for a little bit more. What do you think? Because I'm undercutting kind of for no reason at this point, aren't I? Just to try and go a quick sale actually doesn't really... I don't really need the money that like quickly, if that makes sense. Maybe we should put him at like 35. Do you reckon he might sell at 35, 33? I reckon he pretty comfortably sells at what, 33? Do we think over time, over the weekend? Do you reckon we could get a 33 sale on him for the up and coming international break? Very favourable fixtures, right? Let's be a bit more smart about this. Let's put him at 34 and wait see if he sells over the weekend. Verbruggen was a good buy. Yeah, I know. I know he was a good buy. Do you know why I know he was a good buy, Alex? Is because everyone was telling me not to buy him. That's how I know he was a good buy. uh, £1 will be tough, but it could be. Yeah, it could be possible, but I'm not really. Unless any of you have some suggestions for mega cheap contender goalkeepers, then I think I'll probably just leave it. To be fair, especially with him playing the upcoming midweek. Yes, yep. Should get 33 over the weekend, in my opinion. Yeah, yeah. I'll leave him at 34. It's the same as Lewis Hall. I'm not really in a rush to sell these boys. Like, if they go, they go. Same with even Pereira. If he goes, he goes. If not, then I'll happily hold on to them. I'm sure I can use Verbruggen and Lewis Halls and Pereira at some point this season. But again, if they sell for that, I'll happily take it as well. It's one of those where I don't need them this weekend. I might as well try and sell them for high. If they sell, they sell. If they don't, they don't. It is what it is. Bursic. That's funny. Should we have a look? Let me just have a look at him. We were ahead of our time with Bursic, weren't we? The only problem for him is he plays for Portsmouth, and Portsmouth are stinky. And yeah, just don't know. I don't know if I want to do that to myself, Mihai. Do you know I've noticed that though with a lot of uh, a lot of players that appear on the under 23 road to glory have gone on to do some good things. So, hey, Bursic might turn it around. You never know. Um, Noel has been turning around, hasn't he? So no reason that Bursic can't turn it around. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, Noel's been cooking. Noel's been cooking. So yeah. Yeah, if you don't need the money now, you could list for 35ish. People will take them off the market to play last minute, and people always FOMO into international break. Yeah, that's true. To be fair, what do we think? 35 then, Alex. To be fair, I do back it. I reckon I could probably get a decent buck for him. Oh, I don't actually know where he went. Verbruggen. To be fair, I do back it. Maybe we just whack him up for 35. We'll hope for him, especially if he gets a clean sheet against Wolves. Surely that drives his price up as well. If he gets a clean sheet against Wolves, do you reckon? I reckon he could as well. Do you know? I did before this, so I was actually going to captain him. So what I was going to do is I was gonna put him in this third team, and give him the armband. But then I thought, oh, it's kind of a waste of a Dubravka, even though I know Dubravka's not the most desirable to have, but it's Division 3 team, isn't it? But I was tempted to put Verbruggen in here and captain him. It's pretty confident he'll get a clean sheet against Wolves. Why not buy him pre-season? Who? Mihai. I wanted no, but you said no. Who? Oh, Fez. I bought Noel and Roofs ahead of last season. It's always nice to see your players come good. Yeah, yeah, good goalkeepers for sure. Good goalkeepers for sure. I've never. Can I just say, Mihai, that um, I've always loved Bursic and Noel. I don't know if I've ever given the. So the reason they were sold on the under 23 Road to Glory was Cal. Cal didn't like Bursic or Noel. That's why they were sold. I like both. If it was down to me, Bursic and Noel would have stayed in the gallery the whole season. But of course, you got to remember under 23 Road to Glory as a joint sort of effort. So if Cal wants to sell, then I can't really um, go against him. You know what I mean? As a Wolves fan, I would normally say Verbruggen has a clean sheet in his future. But we played really well against Spurs. Yeah, yeah, true, Alex. Hey, I'm not saying he will keep a clean sheet. Just saying that he could. Who knows? They were dropped. Fair call. Yeah. Alright, boys. I'm probably gonna shoot off for today because got some recording to do and editing to do. And I don't think I need to change anything. There's no changes on the inside. So yeah, unless you boys have any things for me to look at, then I'll probably end the stream off for today. I appreciate everyone that stopped by and said hello, and Nathan for the super chats, Abby for the gifted subs, Mihai for your gifted sub as well. Really appreciate that, mate. So yeah, just a really great stream in general, and hoping that October is a good one. I'm really pushing for October to be big, and yeah, if you guys are listening to this now and you're not already subscribed to the channel, make sure you are because there's going to be lots of giveaways and all of that good stuff in the month of October. So, and just you subscribing will automatically enter you into a £10 giveaway or a chance to win a £10 this month. So there you go. If that isn't more of an incentive to subscribe, I don't know what is. Have a great day. When is the next stream? Good question. It will be after work on Sunday will be my next stream. So Newcastle versus whoever they're playing, Forest. That is when I'll next be live on Sunday. Because Saturday, I actually think Saturday is going to be my more. I'd say that I'll probably end up doing some work, but Saturday is going to be one of my first days in a very long time where I'm hopefully going to not do much. I'm going to try and not go on my computer as much as I can on Saturday. So I'm going to try and have a what's the word? I'm going to try and have a detox day, if you know what I mean. Like have a chilled out day. But yeah. Have you looked at Crummery? Crummery? I don't even know who that is, to be honest. Crummery? Oh, damn, yeah, look at him. Great when he's getting a clean sheet, isn't he? No, I've not seen this guy. Bundesliga 2 goalkeeper. Is he under 23 as well? Yes, he is. Wow, look at that. Yeah, it looks really good, mate. I mean, obviously would not pay. I would not be paying that money for him, but he looks like a good card. Yeah, very nice. I mean, he probably is worth this money, but I personally wouldn't pay that because I just don't have that. But yeah, looks good. Sure, don't overwork. Yeah. No, I'm trying not to. I'm trying not to overwork myself, Mihai. But the problem I have is trying to because obviously at the moment because I'm doing like well, it doesn't. YouTube obviously is not a job, but the amount of time I put into it, like I kind of have to say it's a job because the amount of time I put into it. So like trying to do my actual job and this job is like quite a lot sometimes. So that's why it's good, like you said, to not overwork myself. So on Saturday I'm going to try my best to not go on my computer, or at least try my best to chill out. Pitch notes before we end the stream. Let's have a look. Live experience, better track player performances, and see who can beat you. I don't know what that means. Interesting. Essence, I did see this. Yeah, you can see your transactions now with your Essence, so that's pretty cool. I don't know what this is though. Live experience, better track your player performance, and see who can beat you. On the match day seller, you can now see the scores of players even if they're not in your current lineup. You can know who can beat you on the full leaderboard view. You can now filter to only see managers who still have a chance to overtake you. Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that. We also show how many cards they have left to play. Yeah, nice, giving you a sharper. I like that. I do really like that. That's a really cool update. yeah, I've seen this stuff with the Essence. For those of you guys that haven't, if you go to My Essence, then go to transaction history, it tells you where your Essence has gone, essentially. So there you go. There you go. You can see all of my ins and outs for Essence right there for you, which is good for especially for content creation as well. Just thought he could do the business for the under 23 and contender teams or contender teams. He definitely could, Alex, but not for that money. He couldn't. He could not for that money. No way. No way, Jose. Anyway, appreciate everyone stopping by today. Thank you for all the subs and whatnot. And yeah, will be more to come in October for sure. We'll speak to you guys on Sunday if you are about. If not, then have a great game week. Have a great weekend. And I'll probably see you guys next deadline stream or the watch alongs. Peace out. Good luck. Yep, good luck.